Doping activity, call 888-429-5232 or visit the JADCO website at jadco.gov.jn. A message from the Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission.
Health Alert is sponsored by Bashco, the store that gives you more, and the National Health Fund. NHF is here for health. NHF is here for you.
Wash your hands frequently. Regularly and thoroughly clean your hands with an alcohol-based hand rub or wash them with soap and water. Washing your hands with soap and water or using alcohol-based hand rub kills viruses that may be on your hands.
Health Alert is sponsored by Bashco, the store that gives you more, and the National Health Fund. NHF is here for health. NHF is here for you.
It's now time for Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk. Call us and let us have a discussion.
All right, greetings and salutations and welcome once again to the Sports Desk. Will be going up until 4 o'clock. I haven't seen Zidane yet, but expect him to be dropping in soon. The story that is all over the social media and I suppose all over Jamaica. We were hearing whispers from a little while back. I first got wind of the story 3-4 days ago, maybe. That an athlete, a premier athlete, could find himself implicated with some drug-related issues. The news broke earlier this morning that it is Christopher Taylor. But I have some questions, people. You remember the John Campbell case where they had turned up at a place, at his place of residence. And John apparently refused to do the test. And we all know what happened after that. Now, based on all that we are hearing, Christopher Taylor was at the airport leaving Jamaica. Having been in Jamaica for a while, my source is telling me that he was in Jamaica for maybe 1 or 2 weeks. And was tested at the airport while he was leaving. Now, from here on now, the story gets a little bit shaky as to what happened at the airport. Did he blatantly refuse to do the test? That's one version. Another version is that he told the testers that he was in danger of missing his flight and therefore had to go. That's another version. Another version is that his urine, he wasn't able to produce urine while he was there and eventually said he had to leave. So that's yet another version. Another version is that he told the testers, I have to go, I might miss my flight. Is it possible that you can test me when we land over the US or wherever he was going? Depending on who you talk to, these are different versions I'm hearing. Certainly I am not in a position to decide which is which, but it does beg some questions.
Interesting.
Yes.
It's very interesting.
You are in Jamaica for however long, and it is at the airport.
Well, you're on your way to leave Jamaica, on your way to the airport to leave, or at the airport.
They are testing you there.
Did he get there in time?
Yes.
And he refused to get the test?
No, that's one version.
The other version is that he was on the flight.
No. The other version is that he told the people that, listen, my flight is
going to leave.
I'm going to miss my flight. I can't do this right now.
Man can't miss him flight. I don't think the man can miss him flight.
But that's, like I said, that's one version. The other version is he depending on who you talk to, he decided not to do the test.
Then why would he be here? When he came to Jamaica, did he give him his whereabouts for during the period that
well, you are obligated to tell your whereabouts every day of the week.
Every day of the week.
Every day.
So why would they choose it? Well, they couldn't have known that.
But they knew that he was going to be at the airport because that's the only reason why they turn up there. So it's either they called him, asked him where he was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I'm at the airport. They turn up at the airport, but airport is a thing where flight are leave.
Yeah, this is a tough one.
Because most people, the airport people usually tell us to get there 2 hours ahead of flight. But quite often, you get there later than the 2 hours. Forget the clear custom and all that stuff. And a drug tester in a case like that can be very, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, give me the word. I'm lost. Because if the man is in Jamaica, you're not testing man in Jamaica. Why wait until it's not like him flying and fly out of the island the same day.
It's find it strange.
So let's see how that one unfolds. As for last night's game, Celtics outcoached the Heat.
You can't find out coach now.
The Heat, Eric Spoelstra was outcoached last night, and so the Celtics are within one game of tying the series.
Well, once they won that 4th game and they are coming back home, I didn't want a series at home before in the series. I was big on them winning that game. Most people were.
Yeah.
Anybody who picked Miami last night don't understand basketball.
Who wins game 6 in Miami?
Me in a competition. Me not keep saying.
Then if you don't say what you feel if you say something,
and next
the people will pick where you say.
Yes, I mean.
But you owe your allegiance to the radio rather than the competition.
All right. And when it's game 6, Saturday. So me have to go predict for you.
You can't wait till 4 o'clock.
You wait till 4 o'clock.
All right. All right. So we take the first one now, and then we'll move on from there. Who's that? Bull?
Big up to the man them.
Yeah, man. What's up, Bull?
And big up to the listeners. You understand?
Yes.
All right. Chris Taylor situation kind of shaky still.
Yes.
Shaky. Look away still. Look away from that. Anyhow, Orville.
Yeah.
Why are you like this?
Like what?
If a man forward for the red and watch a game, and you know, some think that rebounds win that game, You know, so the next match we play, I'll come with the full shape. Damn, they're out rebound. That's why they were.
No, but but this is not just a one-off man. No. This is not just a one-off man making a one-off talk. I'm hearing about the importance of game day coaching.
I think I heard Pioneer's call, and Pioneer said that is the coaching so far. So maybe it's the coaching so far for those 4 games, and maybe last.
No. But Pioneer wasn't arguing about particular games. You know.
He did say for a game.
No man, Pioneer is arguing about the importance of game day coaching generally.
Okay. So
it's a different case than you know.
Listen to my point now. If I am arguing that the game day coaching is very important, if it so happens that for a game that it's never that important and somebody else and something else won the game, that doesn't take away from my general argument.
And I can find one whole heap of games where you could say that coaching is never important.
I think for basketball, the fact that the coach there telling when to run the players and then call them timeout. Anyway, but that's not what I want to.
Yeah, so you agree with me that Boston outcoached Miami last night?
I never watched the game till the last 9 minutes. I can't say.
You can't. All right.
But what I saw last night was that the man never dropped some tree on a hammer.
Yes.
You know, the man them drop. So I'm willing to say the trees and make them win. But anyways, let's talk about what I said yesterday. Right? So let me introduce something new to the listeners now about the impressive season that Hurricane has had.
Yes.
All right? Hurricane scored in 25 different games and in played 37 so far. Actually, that is a record in the Premier League. No player has ever scored in 25 different games. Hurricane has done that.
How many games did Haaland score?
I'm not totally sure, to be honest.
Okay.
But I can from my head, I can count 5 games that he did not score.
5?
Yeah, no, that's from my head. There'll definitely be more games.
Oh.
But I'm saying the record is now 25 as to what Hurricane get. But another thing, CC said something yesterday that is, I'm going to say lying to the public again. When you check the percentage of goal scorer, big chance conversion rate, let me just say this for the persons to listen keenly to what I'm saying. If you want to find someone big chance conversion percentage, it is simple. You add the big chance that they scored to the big chance that they miss, that will be your total big chances that fall to them. You put the amount that is scored over the total and you multiply it by 100. When you do that for Hurricane, you get 53%. And when you do that for Jamie Vardy, you get 48%. That is something that I said in the debate.
Yes.
But was he talking percentage or was he talking numbers?
No, if you're talking numbers, then Hurricane would have been ahead still. He was talking percentage.
No, but what I remember him saying is that Hurricane...
In the debate, he said something contrary to the facts. And when I was trying to tell the people the truth, he got into that.
All right. I'll get to your percentage argument in a while. But is it true that Haaland missed more big chances?
Yes.
So on that point, CC was right.
That Haaland missed more big chances?
Yes.
I said that, yeah.
But Bulba also made that point.
All right, who himself missed more big chances?
He and him versus Vardy, man.
It's a different thing.
Yeah.
What was he saying about Haaland and
he was
Hurricane?
saying that...
No, Bull was talking about Hurricane and Haaland really yesterday.
I was talking about Hurricane.
What did CC say about the matter yesterday?
What he was trying to do was trying to equate what I was saying to say that if Jamie Vardy goes into a bigger team, he will score the same volume of goals as Hurricane, which is absolute rubbish because Jamie Vardy does not have the quality to do that, which is why not a lot of big teams don't go home for Jamie Vardy. When we're assuming that a player will score the same amount of goals or more in our team is because we are saying that the player has the quality to do it.
So what was CC saying that you disagree with? That Vardy wouldn't necessarily score the same amount of goals?
He's trying to equate that Vardy would score the same amount of goals as Kane and Hurricane.
No, but his argument is that Vardy is just as efficient. In other words, what he was arguing, if I remember, is that Vardy puts away.
Realistically, Vardy does not have the skill set.
No. But at least let's understand his argument. His argument is that.
His argument is not realistic because.
But I want to know at least what his argument was.
Anyway,
his argument was that Vardy generally is just as efficient at putting away big chances as anybody.
If over your career you are finishing at 48 and I'm finishing at 53 with the volumes over 100 chances converted. No, you're not as efficient as me. That's a 5% difference. You think a 40 average in cricket and a 45 average?
No, it's not the same. I would want to hear back what he said.
Yeah. Once you say that, once you realize, I'm putting at your term. Do you think a 35 average and a 40 average in cricket
no.
is the same?
No.
So that means that a 48 percentage and a 53% is not the same.
I don't want to talk for CC. Make we hear what I'm say again.
Okay. So what I was saying now is that about the impressive numbers that Hurricane is going to come up with. Now, for the person who said that Kevin De Bruyne is in the running to get Premier League Player of the Year, that is of madness.
Is who said that again?
Is who made the point again?
I know that if you look in the Premier League Team of the Year, Hurricane is not in it.
No.
That is another madness as well because everybody's going with one striker. You know, they're going with one striker. They're going with Haaland.
Yeah.
But if you
say he didn't get in BSR position.
If you have to find a place put in.
No man, you say when the World Cup team at the tournament, you say you're picking man BSR position.
You're picking based on position, but you cannot change the formation.
Then how you change the formation?
No, I'm saying
no, you can't tell the man if you change the formation. If the man play 4-3-3, Hurricane get knocked.
Then if it don't play 4-3-3.
No, you can't tell the man which formation to play bull. Because you want your player get in.
Madness that play 5-3,
a 4-3-3 me play too.
You can't get out the 20.
No man, a 4-3-3 me play my boss. And the system them me play.
Eh?
If you play a 4-3-3 system, you're playing Hurricane over Saka.
What then?
You're playing Hurricane over Saka on the left hand side or the right hand side.
No, man, that is Court Baser.
Then the man do my boss play them 4-3-3.
No, the man even don't play the 4-3-3. It's a different formation.
Right, sir.
To accommodate Hurricane.
To accommodate the second leading goal scorer in our competition with almost 30 goals, Orville.
It's not a bad suggestion they're making still.
All of them man if you have two up top. 4-2, 4-4-2, two up top always. Get to a Rashford the scene side. You know Mr. Manu fan Zidane.
Yeah.
Because that is fascination with people have with three strikers up top. You know you have the part man and two flank man.
Yeah.
And three in the midfield. Them at that don't see how Rashford make the side. So you have he's out Rashford and play two up top then. That is just my suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
It's a wild team of the year, I feel most of these people they're putting out. Right? Mm-hmm. Another thing though, Zidane.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes. Yeah, man.
All right. So another topic that I think will start gather some steam, and I think it's a good topic for the debater. Manchester United or Arsenal, who was a better season? Eddie Howe or what is his name? Arteta. Who had a better?
No, that one easy, man. That one easy.
That one easy.
Yeah, man. That one easy. The Man U Arsenal who had the better season. That one is a one. Interesting. So we can hear what others think.
All
right, boys, big up.
All right, we take our first break. We're coming. Yeah.
Importers, submit proper invoices to customs to reduce delays in clearing shipments. Visit www.jacustoms.gov.jm for details. The temperature by the Jamaica Customs Agency is
31 degrees Celsius in New Kingston.
Give a little something. US $1 JD 150 every time you receive a remittance from Lasco Money Transfer to sponsor a social project selected by the Jamaica Social Stock Exchange. Say, I want to donate $1 to the cashier. Donations accepted at these locations: 38.5 Red Hills Road, Kingston 10, 15 Chandos Place, Poppin Square, Kingston 10, and Shop 203 Bay West Shopping Center, 3 St. James Street, Montego Bay.
It's finally here. Cavalier and Portman United meet in the grand finale of the Link Cup Friday night at 8 o'clock. And all roads lead to Sabina Park to witness the battle for the first trophy of the season. Come out in your numbers and watch the ending of this quest. Admission just $1,000. Plus, you'll get a chance to win $25,000 when you pay with Link to enter. And also, don't miss the third place playoff at 5 between Dunbeholden and Harbourview. This is it, the final Link Up for the Link Cup. Come out Friday night.
BMO Auto Limited is having an end-of-month special on tires and windshields from May 24 to June 5. Free installation with every purchase. BMO Auto for new and used parts. Visit any of our locations in Kingston, Mandeville, and Santa Cruz. Call 876-618-2781. It's a massive tire and windshield special only at BMO Auto. BMO Auto, celebrating 20 years.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, we're back. We're moving on. Who is it now? Hello, Mount Salem. How are you?
Yeah, man. Good. 20 seconds first. Alric, now the season has basically been decided. Come give us now the analysis with Eddie Howe and Arteta.
Yeah.
Yes. For who have had the better season. Yeah. The last time I said something on another station, I basically almost get myself in trouble. So, I want Mr. Matthews.
Yes.
You have that app. You know of that app, CritBuzz.
Yes.
CritBuzz that speaks specifically about cricket news and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, yeah, there's a story on there. I'm not sure if you and Mr. Higgins are familiar with it, where 6 players have been sanctioned from Yorkshire. Gary Balance and Matthew Hazard and a few others have been sanctioned by a whatever sanction they get for racism. Have you heard of it?
I've heard of players being shunned, but I didn't know that it was a news story.
Yes, 6 of them. Yeah, Matthew Hazard, Gary Balance, and a few of them.
Yeah.
So what? But the question I'm asking though, if they are being sanctioned for racism now, why did it took so long? Is it there that racism was existed before?
All right. So I'm seeing the story now. 6 former Yorkshire players, including Gary Balance and Tim Bresman, have been handed fines and suspensions by the Cricket Discipline Commission for alleged use of racist and or discriminatory language. So yeah, the story coming through.
What's the period of time? It's stated.
All right, let me see if I could find it. But what the fines range from 2,500 to 6,000 pounds. I'll get to it's fines. I don't see them because them no longer playing.
Yeah. So it was from the Azim Rafiq same situation.
I'm reading through it now.
And one of them is playing in Zimbabwe. They said he has to come back to England before they can actually find that person. I think that one is very balanced. I'm not sure.
Balance, who announces retirement from all forms of cricket in April, has been given a 6-month suspension that will take effect if he returns to the ECB cricket as a player.
Yeah, because right now he's in Zimbabwe.
Yeah, Blaine and Pyra have been fined 2,005, Haggard and Bresnan 4,000, Gill 6,000.
No, but the question I'm asking though, Mr. Higgins, if there weren't any racism in that before that Pakistan player came out.
Yeah.
If these things didn't exist before.
They exist, but the club clearly wasn't as vigilant in wiping it out. Until
so what about the authorities? I'm talking about the authorities, not the club itself.
Who are the authorities?
The authorities
no, but the ECB itself?
Yes.
But how would the ECB know that there's racist people in Yorkshire unless somebody reports it?
Well, fair enough. I was just looking at the fact that they are, as what you said about, they had no black players and this and that and whatever. I'm just saying, if they're from that angle, we had so many.
I think in fairness, though,
players.
In fairness, one or two of these players plan to appeal. So we have to throw that in as well.
Oh.
Right.
Well, fair enough. I was just looking at the angling that this club has been around so long and they haven't picked any black players or not. And we have so many outstanding.
No, man, they did. Richard Richardson did play for them in the 90s.
In the 90s? Yeah. Fair enough.
And there may have been one or two other black players after that. But they are reputed to be a racist institution. None of it me can prove. Me no live in Yorkshire. But one man came out and said he was treated badly because of it and discriminated against because he's not white. He took the case to the powers that be. They investigated the things he was saying, and people are disappearing and fined and them kind of thing, left, right, center. So there must have been some truth to all these things.
Yeah, fair enough. Yes, one last thing, Mr. Matthews. Let me ask you a question. Do you think that was Man City a favorite in the Champions League before Pep?
Running our favorites? No, I wouldn't think so.
No, I'm saying I'm looking at it at this angle. People are talking about Pep should have won the champ. I'm not saying he shouldn't have won one or two Champions League or could have, but the overwhelming favorite that they are talking about, you have to look at it in context.
Because
I
of
think
Pep
it is
Guardiola.
because of Pep.
Yes, because of his genius. The players look better than they actually are. They play out of this world football, and people think they're the greatest side ever.
Right. Do you think if it is one of the other coaches that was managing Man City would have been the overwhelming favorite of people talk?
No. Pep factor is a major part of it. The Pep factor. No two ways about it.
Right. And the thing is, Raheem Sterling, I'm not sure if it is just injury. But I can't remember any time that he has been left out of the England squad under Pep Guardiola. And now he's at Chelsea. He's not in the whatever.
He has been really poor. He has been really poor at Chelsea since he has gone.
Yeah. It goes to show you that, I'm not saying it is because of Pep while his figures gone down solely. But
that's a major part of it.
Yeah. Have you ever remember any time that you have gotten left out of the England squad?
Meaning dropped?
Yeah, meaning dropped.
No.
Yeah, that's just an interesting one.
Yes.
I hope he can get back though. Have a good weekend.
All right.
Mount Salem. Big up thyself. All right. We're taking another one. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes,
Economist, man.
Yeah, good afternoon. I want to put some recommendation. Are you sure?
Yes.
I want 1,000 loyal sports enthusiasts in Jamaica and the diaspora.
Yes.
We want to create a fund on this program. Each person must contribute a minimum of 2,000 Jamaican dollar or equivalent, so that we have a $2 million fund that we can use to do things like make Zidane go on a football training course. Orville must go on a cricket coaching course and get certified. And anything left in that fund can be used to help valuable contribution to any problem or anything that loyalists to the program may come up with from time to time, yeah?
Yes.
But look here now, Zidane, one of the first things I would want you to do for us, you see, is to go into all of these zozos in Jamaica with your YouTube thing, with a camera, and in collaboration with all the football federations of Jamaica, and help to bring some of the young males to football. You know, help to motivate them to come over into football and put down the gun. Part of that money could use to promote that on YouTube. I think it would go a long way.
Yeah.
Zidane, I want to ask you, how you explain the sweep of your goat side Lakers? How you explain that?
The goat side that.
Yeah,
the side that the goat is on.
Los Angeles Lakers.
The side that the goat is on.
Yes. How you explain that?
The better team executed down the stretch in all the 4 games.
The better team.
Yeah, executed down the stretch in all 4 games.
What you say about the master rally now that's going on in the Miami series? What you think about that?
Boston showed some character for the 4th game in Miami to get that win on the road. And then obviously the home support, and they hadn't won a game in the series at home, and they played well, executed well. They took the momentum into a home game and did well and win. It's going to be interesting to see game 6. Very interesting.
Very interesting. Anybody who win game 6, I predict going to win the champion, going to win this series.
I hear enough.
Well, if Miami win game 6, then win the series. You don't have to predict that.
Exactly.
What you're predicting is that if Boston win game 6, they'll also win game 7.
Exactly.
But Mama, you ask me why Lakers lose. Why you not ask me?
You never come to you now, man.
Lakers lost because they were out-coached and out-positioned in the matchups.
When you say out-coach, what you mean?
Better coach win.
Oh.
Yeah, the better game day coaching. They were coached better on the days when they win.
Hey, Orville, more I ask you this as an English teacher.
Yeah.
What is the difference between a manager, like how Zidane said Pep is a manager, compared to who we call a coach? What is the fundamental difference there?
No difference really.
No difference really.
It's different terminologies for doing the same job.
So why we don't start call our coach them manager and big up them status?
You know them have a term in England that they call the gopher.
Yeah,
the gopher.
Or the gaffer.
Yeah, the gaffer.
What is that?
What they call the gaffer?
The man in charge, man.
Same thing.
Same thing, yeah, man. So Tapper Whitmore, the head coach of Jamaica, if it was England, they would say Gareth Southgate is the manager of England. But they're doing this exact same thing.
Oh, so Pep now have nothing to do with the money part of the management.
No, he's not a manager by the name of manager. He's responsible for the football team.
Zidane, I said this before me ask Orville a final question. You think you have the ability to spot better players for the Reggae Boys team?
If them carry me out and scout with them, yes, indeed.
Oh, that's
we can't tell him what they're running already, you know, from we get gonna make them waste their money, you know, travel and bring them in Jamaica.
You have that skill?
Yes.
Is it certified?
They mean to get me in my boss. But see, them use Simon Preston and them man. Them need to call me my boss.
Them know what you mean, man. Then they need to give you a call, man.
Yes,
that's why I want you to take it to the streets, man.
Yes.
Anybody who willing to contribute to this 2 million fund, anytime you call again, and just tell the man them the man to get the thing going, man.
All right, big up yourself.
Orville, what on Orville?
Yeah.
Orville.
Yes, sir.
You see the debating contest that you have going?
Yes.
I want to start contribute to it, you know.
How?
I give him the winner something.
All right.
Look here, Orville.
Yeah.
This is more than a program now, you know. This is a ministry of sports, you know.
Hallelujah, my brother.
Then you know, so the thing is relevant for the time more than ever now.
We have taken sports discussions to another level, and the debate is part of this part.
And you hear the prisoner tell you, say the sports program I change people in a prison.
Yes, sir.
So we never take one of your program to the prison. I made the Ministry of Security pilot with you. And some of them money to your program.
You know, that's a good idea. But
you know what you mean. When I follow you going to any prison.
It's a good idea if we could get an outside broadcast from one of these Jamaican prisons.
Thank you, sir. We could have some black people out of prison.
All right, sir. Big up.
All the best to you, my guru.
All right, economist.
All right, we take a break and we're coming back.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute. It's sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, Edgechem, Any Bet, and Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill.
Manchester United fear winger Anthony has suffered a recurrence of the ankle injury that kept him out of the final 2 months of last season with Ajax. The Brazilian forward was taken off on a stretcher in tears after a innocuous challenge in the win against Chelsea. The 23-year-old missed the last 8 games of Ajax's 2021-22 campaign after suffering the initial injury in a World Cup qualifier for Brazil in March 2022. That is Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10. Call 876-929-9146 and in Maypen. Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Any Bet, your best bet, reminds you to bet responsibly. At Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill, celebrate good food, celebrate good vibes.
Your home is your castle. Fill your house with exceptional home decor from Carmen's Collection. Visit our showroom at 112 Constant Spring Road, Mondays to Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. The time, courtesy of Carmen's Collection, is 1:30.
Today is the day to push past my limit. Escape my comfort zone. I won't live within it. Building energy for my mind and body. Be all I can be. This version of me. I won't give up. No, I never stop. Boost me up. Boost me up.
One glass of Suppligent has 8 vitamins and minerals and is power-packed with protein to maintain healthy muscle mass. The day is yours. Suppligent boosts you up.
Spectrum Insurance Brokers pride themselves in being professionals in the field of insurance broking, claim settlement, and risk management services for over 35 years. We offer a wide range of insurance services, including motor, property, liability, accident, life, and international health for individuals and companies at competitive rates. Call 926-3572 or visit 7.5 Haining Road, Kingston 5, or shop number 3, James Plaza, Mandeville. Call 625-6804 or visit online spectrumjamaica.com. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standards.
My Mega Mart, best value by far.
With so much to do in one location, make Mega Mart your one-stop shop. Pick up your groceries and houseware needs, grab a bite and pay some bills, fill your prescriptions and see the beauty products in our pharmacy, all in one amazing location. My Mega Mart, the best value by far.
My Mega Mart, best value by far.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so we're back. We have Omar.
Omar.
Oh, I want the credible Orville, man.
The credible Orville is here, huh?
How about Zidane?
Me there, my boss.
You cut me off before me done my point, you know, sir.
So when you're dropping off the magnums?
I'm dropping off the magnum.
Yes.
No worries, sir, man. We're going to link up the right here, man. Before me even go further, me need a contact with the economist, yeah?
Okay, no problem.
The economist, Omar Williams from St. Thomas, need contact with
Yeah, man, we can get it to you, man.
Yeah, man, get it to me because it's very important.
Yes.
So that's your big argument was that Tristan Thompson can't play because he's effective as a scorer.
Tristan Thompson.
Hello?
No, I'm not having a discussion with him. The argument is that Tristan Thompson would have made the difference between Lakers beating Denver or not.
No, we asked a question that it was because he was on the scorer at the problem.
I don't believe that Tristan Thompson would have made a difference to Lakers beating Denver or not. They would have still lost, in my opinion.
So you don't believe that Anthony Davis could have played on the wing?
On the wing?
As a shooter?
No, that's not his game.
that is not his game, or you don't think?
No, Anthony Davis would not be successful as a winger.
Is he not capable?
No, would struggle.
What is his 3-point range field goal percentage?
In the either 30 or in the high 20s.
30 or high 20s.
Yeah, between 29 30.
Mid range.
He's a pretty decent mid range shooter.
Pretty decent mid range. So Iman Laban could have play on the wing, flashing or shooting outside, and Tristan playing at the pick and roll. Sure?
No, sir.
But
nah, work with him, boss.
As I said, that you beat him down. You beat him down too hard. I think.
No, it's not beat him hard. I just don't believe that Tristan Thompson, who was struggling to make any team at all,
the money that
struggled to make.
The money that Celtics last year in a big man.
No. I'm talking about currently. When the Lakers picked him up, when the Lakers picked him up, he wasn't playing for anybody.
No.
And he might got beat up then for.
So the money was just their Celtics, for boss.
I do what? Sit down on the bench.
Stop that. Don't do that to yourself, man. Go check back, man. The man
give them credit, my boss. Give them credit, my boss. Give me color which are Murray and Porter and Caldwell Pope and Green.
Yeah, them credit, my boss. Give them credit. I would say that was a champion Lakers show, but
I hear you.
We can move from this.
Yes.
Tonight I'm looking at the Portmore and the Cavalier game.
Link up final.
Yeah. I like them two look you them two ball that were Portmore have, you know.
Marshall and Walker.
Jesus Christ, the boy them Zidane.
Why did they not help Portmore to the top 6 in the Premier League though? If them that bad, are they playing that well?
Well, I don't. Them play the whole season though.
No man, but when they came back with enough time to make that kind of impact.
Well, as we say, no, I can't get the answer to that, but I know
it's January. Alex came back in January. They both came back for the January transfer window. That's the case.
Well, I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure when they came back, but seeing the two of them on the field the other day, me not think we can bet against them playing in our final. And no team would have put my money against them. No matter who them are playing, these are players when we think would have give a fighting chance at any given time. Yeah, but as I say, I like Don Golden because you know when I'm my player closely run board, he's a member of that team. So I like that team, but I think them run out of gas and them never have as much experience to carry them through. So even if them come forward tonight, I'm going to accept that. But I think there's a lot of room for improvement where it is concerned.
Yes.
And I think they're running a good program down there. With the one named Alan, but the manager down there named Zidane.
Mount Pleasant?
It's not Mount Pleasant but don't do all in one.
The manager, who's the new manager? Who's the manager down behold now?
I think
Paul Christie. No, Paul Christie is not Mount Pleasant. He left and gone to Mount Pleasant. Who's the new manager for
Don Beholden? You know, Craig Richards. Craig Richards is not the coach.
Who is the coach?
Craig Richards is part of the coaching staff.
The big man. I think one of them saw that play for the team as well.
I'm not sure. I can't find.
Yeah, man. We find out.
Yeah, man. So basically, well, man, you gone with it. So we have to clap off about us. No say Europa. I only think that him no win for him come on Liverpool.
Man, that they say make blood out of stone, man.
He got the chance to win the Europa League first season come to Liverpool.
Newcastle finish ahead of the man who was supposed to bet blood out of stone.
Listen to me, Zidane. The man.
What a tangle web they weave when they try to deceive the listeners.
The coach blundered.
No,
underperformed.
You have been saying that.
Tottenham underperformed this season.
And the man still made the top 4.
because Man City and Arsenal play out of this world.
Man, them compare club to the great Pep Guardiola. Crazy.
Manchester United play better than was expected.
All right, my boss, I hear you.
Yeah, man. So as I say, big up the big program.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Have a good one.
Big up, Omar. All right, so now we have Emirates.
Emirates, long time Emirates.
Yes, boy, long time. I live for the man.
Yes.
What a go on?
Right here.
Yep. Zidane.
Yes.
How you feel, man?
About what?
Why the way how your son is so like the because I've run through this
No man, I never sounded that way.
You're serious?
That is not true.
That, me get fine, brother.
Nah, man.
You projected, which was right, that the mash up on GSW by team, which what happened.
Yes.
But it's sound like I said, boy, this a team can hold them back.
No, man, I was very hesitant about the Denver series.
For love, brethren.
No, well, I never expected for love for sure.
No, sir.
Not definitely not. If anybody said that would have happened, I would tell them crazy.
Yeah. That was totally what happened.
Yeah.
Know why. That. But anyway, you might think I know Zidane. Me you take on a man the other day and say the man don't know basketball. Who do you rate as a person who know basketball the best? As you call it that knows the game the best?
I call her Chris Lynch.
Chris Lynch.
Yes, by far.
And the reason I'm not because I played before, I'm just have knowledge.
Analytical, in breakdown of the game and situations and all.
So if a man call you and honestly agree with the point, does it mean the man doesn't know the game?
No, not necessarily.
I mean, you're taking a man one day and all the man do is this. I don't remember his name. I disagree with you. But the man don't know the game.
It's who that again?
I don't remember. Yeah.
But maybe he didn't sound sense.
And the question I'm going to ask is, I remember when you came on, right? You had knowledge, but I don't think you have the knowledge you have now because you have grown a lot. So you have grown over time.
Yes.
So, from that point of view, I don't like the idea when you tell a man to know the game because...
No, but sometimes you hear some things that say this man don't understand the intricacies of the game.
But we never said that, brethren. Reason, man. You said that you put down people in them, and some people take it
Hey,
serious.
try. You say if you know, say you're sure about something, I hear, but a man I say, I go the opposite way. It's frustrating, you know, try. You know, so the man attack.
No, but that's how it is. We can remember Carl.
I'm going to take your advice. I'm going to say, I respectfully disagree with you, sir. I'm going to take your advice, try.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, IPL. Nobody has talked about IPL, but big things are going on. Final coming up Sunday. Mumbai get beat up by Dura Giants just a while ago. So CSK is really the team I'm looking for. This is the 10th time they're going to this. I think it's 11th time in the final. That MS Dhoni team. Right? Which prove again that boy I'm one of the greatest captain, which I don't hear much talk about over the years.
Yeah.
Because I've brought a team like this to such a competitive competition 10 times, and it's going to be the 11th. It means a lot for him. You understand? Yeah. So, Orville, I like the idea you mentioned about taking the program out. You said prison, but I think I would suggest you not just prison, but maybe look at different areas.
Yeah, man. But remember, these things comes down to people prepared to offset the cost. Because you can't go on the road for free.
I know that. But you caliber your program, you don't think you should have a problem getting sponsorship, man.
Well, it's not as easy as it sounds, you know.
Yeah.
No. I mean,
for something like the prison, I think we can get the sponsorship.
Yeah, definitely. Even from the ministry and so on.
Yes, here you go.
I am going to make a few.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that would be good. You know.
We're coming from GPR. What the other one name? Any one of these Jamaican prisons, you might find people within these prisons. Well, we have found one who the program made a difference, and by his own admission, it was making a difference to other people as well. And probably some of them can tell them story of their own involvement in sport and when them come out, what difference them can make. It can't hurt to do something like that.
All right, so anyway, touch and go.
Yeah, man.
Keep it up, man.
Yeah, all right, man. Try. Big up yourself.
Cool,
All right, just to mention, before Dwight come on and some never mention it, West Indies A, they got by Bangladesh A by 3 wickets in the second, what you'd call, unofficial test over there in Bangladesh. So big up to the West Indies A team for that victory. All right, so Alric now, how are you?
Yes, good afternoon, Orville and Zidane.
Yes.
Good afternoon, Alric.
Yeah, man. So the FA revealed the reason today why Ivan Toney got the 8-month suspension.
Yeah, what exactly they say?
Repeat?
What exactly did they say? What did the report say?
Bet on the moon game.
Yeah, a whole heap of things. First of all, so initially, we know he admitted to 232 betting breaches. And they were saying that he placed 13 bets on his own team.
To do what?
Some of them
his team would lose.
No money.
Some of them he wasn't playing though. Or most
he
wasn't playing in all of them. Yeah.
That his team would lose on 7 different matches between August 2017 and March 2018. And in all of these matches, he was not in the squad or eligible to play for the squad in those matches. And what they also said that they wanted to give him
a 15-month ban. But because he admitted to the breaches, they decided to give him 8 months instead. So, and he also gave insider information to other people to bet on, for example, if he was going to be in the starting 11, you know, that can be spot fixing as well.
Yes.
So that sort of thing. He also admitted to lying during his first interview with the FA when questioned about the gambling breaches. They also said that he used multiple mobile phones to place bets, which he did not hand in to the FA during the investigation. So it's a lot of things that he did that resulted in this 8-month ban.
Yeah.
Man said the man have a gambling addiction because even while him get the ban, him still gambling other sports, but not football. He was gambling at casino and all these things. So, but as it relates to the football, that's what he was charged for, and that is what he got the ban for.
Is gambling an addiction though?
Yeah, man, gambling can be addiction, man.
If I love watching football, is that an addiction?
It can become addiction. An addiction.
What determines an addiction? I love fruits and I eat fruits daily. I'm addicted to fruits.
Google it, no? What the word addiction?
Yeah, if you look at the meaning of the word addiction and especially how you do the thing.
Yeah.
Because some people, especially if you're addicted to drugs.
No, that's what I'm saying. Because usually when we say people are addicted to something, we are talking about socially unacceptable things. But if me love exercise and me love fruits, nobody calls me an addict to eating fruits. You know?
True.
Addiction is the fact or condition of being addicted to a particular substance or activity.
Power?
Or activity.
Yeah. So
exactly.
But nobody associates the word addiction with nothing positive. So,
no man. They say people can be game addicts. You sit in front of the TV 24 hours playing a game.
You know when that is a problem? When you have other things where you shouldn't do.
And that's why they call it addict.
So that's why they call it addiction. For example, you get your pay.
Yeah, but I'm saying all of that now is negative connotations. If I'm into eating fruits and me eat fruit every 8 o'clock every morning, I still do what I would normally.
That's an addiction.
But that's an addiction, exactly.
I'm saying
that is probably a lifestyle choice, and you have
what makes that not an addiction?
Hold the line, because we know if you have the sports section, I'll go give up the sports section to go eat the fruit.
Hold on, we're coming.
Yes, we're coming.
The Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission JADCO needs your help to eliminate doping and keep sport clean. If you have concerns about any doping activity, you can share the information with JADCO anonymously. The information you share will be treated with the highest level of confidentiality. Make the right call if you see something, say something. Protect clean sport. Protect our legacy. To report doping activity, call 888-429-5232 or visit the JADCO website at jadco.gov.jn. A message from the Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission.
Wallet, same red stripe, in another size, affordable price. Wallet, same red stripe, tall boss, affordable price. When we touch the street, that is the crew, I beat red stripe, tall boss, $250 fee. You see, red stripe, tall boss, same red stripe in another size for an even more affordable price. Wallet for just $250 in your favorite community bar. 18 and older, drink and live responsibly.
This is your television and radio preacher, Bishop Dr. G.G. Cooper, asking you to join me on KLAS Omega Radio 89.1, 89.9 every Sunday at 6 p.m. for revival time. Enjoy 60 minutes of old-fashioned, Holy Ghost anointed, yoke-destroying, burden-removing, praise, celebration.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Alric.
Yeah, so what would I make this betting thing for him is because in the sport of football, it is a no-no.
Yeah.
So that is socially unacceptable for a player
There
to
you
be involved in gambling and especially betting against their own team. That's really a no-no. And just to be clear, it was when he was owned by Newcastle, not Brentford. So it was when he was owned by Newcastle. You know, in the Premier League, you can't play against a parent club.
Yeah.
So Newcastle was the owner of Ivan Toney at the time, but they loaned him out to some other team. So he was playing for Wigan at one point.
Oh, okay.
And he was betting against. So if Wigan was playing against Newcastle, he wouldn't play because he wouldn't be eligible to play against his parent club. So he would have bet against Wigan. You see what I say? Or bet against Newcastle.
Yes.
And that is a no-no. So, and you know the consequences of a footballer. And for you to still be doing the thing, that must be an addiction.
What I don't get, if you are, let's use the word, addicted to gambling, and you know the rules that you can bet, you know, you somebody one of your brethren and bet, man.
But that's also a no-no. And that's one of the...
No, they can't know say your brethren.
What I mean them can't know?
How they more prove it?
These people are have their ways, you know. That's one. These are some of the charges that work.
Me play for a team.
What happened when you and your brethren about disagreement?
We never give you no money for it, nothing.
But these people don't just take word about them. Them audio tape and all these things. You know, them can get
audio tape.
What I feel right, man. If you're gonna do that, take me to send somebody to do it.
And all these things, you know.
No, but me not go. Listen, man. It can't that hard for one bet on a football match.
But let's say you're addicted to do some crazy things.
No, then me not addicted to nothing. Hey, listen. When you as a man in the society, you are addicted to using your word.
Yes.
Yeah.
But there are certain precautions that you take to cover yourself.
Yeah.
Leave it right.
But yeah, man. But sometimes when you are too far in the thing, sometimes you're not think straight.
All right.
Because, yeah. So the thing with Christopher Taylor now, boy, that's another thing again.
Yeah, that one that sound kind of hard for me.
Yeah, it sound a way.
From all the time he was here, it's when he was
but
at the
you see, athletes now they have to be smart, you know, they make decisions. You can understand it, you're at the airport and you're on your way to another country. Your mind not in the right place, but at the same time, and the Jadco people, them go too hard more time.
I don't know that this case was Jadco's doing.
Okay.
Based on
but
what
in Jamaica, right?
What I'm understanding is that is not necessarily Jadco grab him that time. Yeah. I spoke to some people let me put it this way. I spoke to some people from Jadco, and they said they are awaiting the reports from whatever the international body is.
Okay. Oh.
Because Chris Taylor was tested not as a Jamaican, but as a what you call him, elite athlete. And once elite, then you become world property. That's how it was explained.
Okay. So if it's not Jadco, I mean, I say for Jadco, if the man is in Jamaica, for most time.
No, it wasn't Jadco.
Yeah, so that makes a little different. So but then again, so I'm saying as an athlete, you know the consequence, you know, of refusing. And used to be them have so many instances. I must say people now learn from other people's mistakes. Yeah. John Campbell, a recent, albeit that is cricket. I'm saying you know the consequences of failing to report to do the drug testing.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, it depends on who you talk to, because I've spoken to people this morning who said that he got a call, tell the people that because they have to call you know, you can't just turn up at the airport. I mean, this is the airport. So he knew they were coming to the airport to see him apart.
Which makes it worse.
And now he's at the airport, but you go airport to take a plane.
True.
Now, this thing is a matter of passing urine now. And one argument I'm hearing is that he was struggling to pass the urine. But that's one argument. One other argument is that him just blatantly say, listen, me have a plane for catch, me can't bother with all this. Another one is he and the drug people came to an arrangement that, listen, I have a flight to take. Can you test me on the other side when I land? Since these were Jamaican based. So like I said, it depends on who.
We need to get the details as to what really happened.
Yeah.
But on the face of it, he might look on a four-year ban straight.
It's possible.
Unless him can have justifiable reason.
It's not like him can talk him out of that one. So like him
my thing do,
my
thing do, Alric. Your dad Jamaica.
Repeat?
He was in Jamaica for a while.
Yeah.
Why would you want to test him at the airport?
But remember, I said that on a Jatco, you know, if it's an international people, I'm going to catch him whenever them can catch him. And if they
then they
call
couldn't
him
catch him.
and say,
They couldn't catch him while him there.
well, that is also a reasonable question.
I mean, you see, I'm on my way to the airport, my boss. Even if the time frame of when the drug testers decide to hold me still gives me time to do my airport duties. Me I got the airport, the last thing me want doing, my boss.
I think I'll go
after you stop me and tell me something if you go in a one bathroom run or them things they're very invasive in my boss. But I suppose that's why you're an athlete.
Exactly.
And that's
so
why
you
you have
have to balance
the
the
rest
thing.
of it. But
are you prepared to take a 4-year ban? Because whatever it is now, you know, if he's going to, if he was on a plane to go perform somewhere as an athlete.
No, like I said, you know, these are the disadvantages. They are each profession comes with advantages and disadvantages.
Precisely.
The advantages that when him run a race on the circuit, him get far more than me.
Exactly.
Nobody now drug test me.
Mm-hmm.
So
you have to balance the two
you have
things.
to balance that. But
yeah, is that there go do your thing and bear the consequences.
But
or you take the
airport,
drug test.
I don't think I've ever heard of an athlete being drug tested at an airport before.
But the thing is, you have to remember, once the man them turn up, don't refuse to take the test. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Because if you refuse, you're going to run yourself in a problem.
My understanding is that he got a call.
And then you get a call, and people them tell him that they're on their way.
No, but if he was, because they couldn't know that him unless they are FBI, them can't know say airport him go there. But I suppose if they ask him,
somebody knew where he was.
Or if they ask him, where are you? And I say, you know, some down on the girl on the beach right now. And can they, when them turn up down on the girl on the beach, me know down the girl on the beach. No, what I want to know, there's a 1 hour window that every athlete give to the drug tester.
So you have to be at the place that you
get. The only time you can ask me, bone and compound me for then away, you know.
Is within that 1 hour.
Is within that 1 hour, you know. First of all, the man on the end of the line, I don't know if you're a drug tester for you.
But at the same time, outside that 1 hour window, them can test you at any time.
If them see them.
Exactly.
But outside of that 1 hour window, and you call my phone. Where are you? But on the grill on the beach.
So it was outside the window when them call Chris.
No.
We don't know these details.
If it is the hour of the window,
Chris is in trouble, you know.
Then you have to work with him.
Yeah, in trouble.
But why would he put that hour of his window
when he's
at the airport?
Unless he's evading.
I have more information needed, but why not good thing?
Because my 1 hour window is 6. Let's say me have a 8 o'clock flight. I mean, say 6 to 7 while me sitting in the airport. Then the man them can run in and deal with you. But what was his 1 hour that day? That one, that's a good.
We don't know.
And but here's the other thing, Alric. Outside of my 1 hour window, can a tester bone me for tell him when me there? Me not tell the boss 1 hour. You say the 1 hour is 5 to 6 this evening.
They can.
Don't KLS. How much 17 in the road? Come on from my phone.
But they can, based on the nature of the sport, they can.
It's an honest question me ask. You know. I'm obligated to you for 1 hour every 24 hours. And I'm also obligated that if you're running to me at the shopping mall or at the theater or in a go-go shop, I'm obligated.
You cannot refuse.
But I'm saying if you call me phone, you know.
Outside of the hour.
Outside of my hour.
No, answer your phone back.
Me answer my phone, then my phone ring and me say a number, me no must answer my phone.
But if you answer the phone and the man them ask you where they are.
No man, you can't. Me I say, brother, who you? Why you ask me?
What the rules state doing?
And that is what I would love to know. So all of me are saying to people, me not sure. You know?
Yeah, so you want to
I would want to know if the drug tester can bound me if you tell them when me go there. Outside of my 1 hour.
If me
no bound for tell you, me no can say, oh, you better come off my phone.
Yeah, do you want to
Are you the drug tester? 5 to 6, me there explain so that me say.
Yeah, but the man them catch you unawares.
No, but this case was not unawares. Nobody catches you unawares at an airport, you know.
No, I understand that.
The airport is the least likely place for you for that. You know?
If he was hiding, you know, you wouldn't tell him that he's at the airport. You might just go away.
May I say?
Yeah, you gotta slip away.
But at the part, when refuse to the test, that's the problem. That's the problem, you know.
If it is true that him refuse, then him in trouble.
Yeah. That's the problem.
If his argument is see me play, brother, airport, me I leave.
Flight, I go leave me.
Flight. Urine, no, brother. Me too nervous for catch a leaks right now.
Yeah.
Listen, I have been in airports in my boss. And I am so deathly afraid of flying that one of the things that them tell me, man, it's not the first time I travel. Man said, Higgins just said, before you travel, don't sleep the night before. So the night before, me not sleep none at all. Me that road, I have a 100 or more than one. You see, on the plane itself, when the girl I come down the lane and ask my mom to drink, they say, give me all the beers you can. I drink the can beer then. Me still can't sleep. I am too nervous. Me no use the bathroom. Me no want no bathroom use for the hour at go Florida. You know?
But generally speaking, Orville, when a man nervous, or the human physiology is when you're nervous and anxious, you tend to want to urinate.
No, when me, as me I tell you that, me now, I was too nervous to go to the bathroom. Yes, so when me land in a Fort Lauderdale, I don't know how me come through the place. I stumble.
Beer, which is a diuretic.
Well, but me I tell you, say the beer, when me not drink, me too nervous. Because I just walk down the aisle, got the bathroom be free. I am saying testimony, no man, they are normal, no man. Anyway, that's all.
Yeah, man. All right, cool.
Yeah. We'll take a break. We're coming back.
Get customized aluminum windows and doors at Hepburn's Glass Supplies, 13 Chisholm Avenue, Kingston 13. 10 years of experience guarantees satisfaction. Call or WhatsApp 876-773-4799. The time, courtesy of Hepburn's Glass Supplies, is 2 p.m.
Health Alert is sponsored by Bashco, the store that gives you more, and the National Health Fund. NHF is here for health. NHF is here for you.
Practice respiratory hygiene. Make sure you and people around you follow good respiratory hygiene. This means covering your mouth and nose with your bent elbow or tissue when you cough or sneeze. Then dispose of the used tissue immediately. Droplets spread viruses. By following good respiratory hygiene, you protect the people around you from viruses such as cold, flu, and COVID-19.
Health Alert is sponsored by Bashco, the store that gives you more, and the National Health Fund. NHF is here for health. NHF is here for you.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so somebody just text me now and say why we're not talking about the other two violations. My boss, this is not what happened. There are 3. When you miss 3, then that's a whereabouts rule violation. So you cannot miss 3 drug tests. So if the testers turn up at your yard and you're not there, then that count. That is if them turn up within the hour where you say you're there and you're not there, that's violation 1. If them turn up again and you're not there during the time where you say you're there, that 1 hour, that's violation 2. Don't make them turn up for violation 3. That is not what happened in this case. This is not violation as in not being there. This is evading a test where you see them see you, and you not do the test for whatever reason. So this is not this is similar to the one that happened to John Campbell. John Campbell didn't never have 2 previous convictions. No. John Campbell just evade the test, just say for whatever reason him not do it. It's different, my boss, as opposed to them come once, come twice, come 3 times. So if you have 2 previous lapses of not being where you say you got there, then the 3rd one them go hold you. This is not the case with Kobe Taylor. It's a case of missing you see me, airport or no airport, you should be able to do the test.
You refused.
So that is what it is. All right, music.
Brought to you by Edge Campaigns for people who dream in color. This one is from German Edwards, Make a Way.
You will make a way. You have always made a way, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Some days high, some days low. But I will not give up, no, I won't let go. I know God will make a way for me. Hey. You're the God of the valley, the mountains and the sea. I will not worry. You will make a way for me. Powerful and mighty, you provide all of my needs. Through the storms, I will believe that you will make a way for me. So even if my eyes can't see, deep down I do believe. If you can part see for moments, you can open doors for me. I know, oh yeah, you will make a way for me. Father, you have never once failed me. Keep my family. Jesus fight for me. You are Jehovah Nissi. You will never Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Tear down the walls of Jericho. Oh, I know you will take good care of me. God of the valley, the mountains and the sea. So I will not worry. You will make a way for me. Powerful and mighty, you provide all of my needs. Through the storms, I will believe that you will make a way for me. Anything these answers will prosper. Anywhere you plan me, Lord, that's where I will go. Say you are mighty in power over this world, Lord. You are in control. The valley, the mountains and the sea. So I will not worry. I know you will make a way for me. Powerful and mighty, you provide all of my needs. Through the storms, I will believe that you will make a way for me. Almighty, you will make a way. You will make a way. You will make a
Yes, that one is from German Edwards. You'll make a way for me. Brought to you by Edge Campaigns for people who dream in color. All right, let's remind the listeners of the numbers or the number 876-968-8117. That's 876-968-8117. Text WhatsApp messages and a voice note if you prefer that is 876-828-0925. That's 876-828-0925. We go back online. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
My time?
Yes. Correction?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, what's up?
Go on, man. Hold on, let me pull over here.
We're here.
Hold on. Yes, now, Orville Higgins.
Yeah, man.
The sooner I jump on a skirt and I jump like a billy goat, you know.
About what?
Tell us something, the basketball, man.
Me I jump and I think Boston my prediction was Boston was going to win the series now. So what me I jump from what to what?
Okay. So you still want the prediction then?
Yeah. Well, you want. As Zidane said, what you want me wrong twice. But Boston, Mr. Boss.
Okay. Well, Jimmy Bucket had done it tonight.
It's tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Listen,
Right,
this team here for me, no boss, was farming the fool when they got 3-0. They were playing well below the level. They were out coaching at them first 3 games. But we start out coaching.
And you feel that Boston are going to win 4 games straight?
I believe that Boston has the ability to win.
To beat this team 4 games in a row.
Okay.
When you have 4 people can score 20 points or more, which is not the norm in a basketball game. Them can do it.
Okay. All right. Tomorrow it done though.
Well,
all right, so everybody can go start look towards the finals as of tomorrow. Yeah.
Well, the guru has spoken, eh? Tomorrow it's going to be ending.
Right, they say done.
Okay.
Zip. Right, they so Jimmy now make that comeback out of Miami.
They better not.
All right. That me I couldn't know. All right. Around regarding this issue with Christopher Taylor. I heard that, well, this is what I'm hearing. I heard that he got it wrong. He got his calculations wrong. In terms of the whereabouts rule, I heard that I don't know how true it is. But this is what the word has it, that he thought he could have missed this test and it would just be one knock against it. You know?
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing.
I've heard that story too,
But I'm saying, for a man that has been in track and field for so long, how could you make that mistake, boss man?
Assuming that was the mistake.
Assuming, right?
Yeah.
Right. You understand what I'm saying? Because these things have serious consequences,
4 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Refusing.
Right. So you can't mess with your bread basket. Them way the brother. You get what I'm saying?
John Campbell found that out the very hard way.
Right. You understand? This is your bread and butter in Orville.
No, but my part out it at the airport thing, I leave the country, you know.
Me say, all if I play the man, them come here do the test, brother. Anyway, me I do the test. This is my bread and butter. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Regarding the addiction thing, I'm here to talk about.
Yeah.
Me here to talk about it, me a laugh, you know. Again,
yes.
Addiction is normally associated when it have a negative impact upon your lifestyle, or
that is the very point I was making.
Right. So if you love, say you love fruit, you understand?
I can't do without fruit.
And you can't do without
nobody. I'm not called a fruit addict.
No, but what I'm saying, if that fruit now starts to affect your health negatively.
No, man. No. That I'm saying, as long as what I'm doing.
Yes.
Because addiction is a crave for something.
So right. You act like you can't do without.
But I can crave some things were good for me, and do them every day. Yeah, nobody says I'm addicted to these things.
Right. No, you know something that addiction mean though. I really nothing.
I remember fine what addiction.
I really think that doing it every day, because
Zidane,
if you jog every day, you're not addicted. Yes.
It has to do with it having a negative impact upon your lifestyle.
So when you're supposed to do other things because you're addicted to this thing, you're still doing it while you should go and do more important things.
If you should be at work,
an enthusiastic devotee.
I got distracted from your work. They are addicted to the sports legs.
No, and I'm saying an enthusiastic devotee of a specified thing or activity. That's one definition. And I can be addicted to playing crossword puzzles.
Mm-hmm.
But if it doesn't get in the way of my regular life, then it is not considered addiction.
Right, that is not considered.
So if me do it, let's say me do it 8:30 every night after me done work, eat me dinner, carry me out, them do the whole thing, and then me play crossword puzzles for 3 hours every night. Nobody says I'm an addict,
No, you're not an addict, but you're not an addict.
No, but
addiction
in the strictest version of the word, you are.
No, because addiction now would mean that you really don't have any control over.
Then me no control if me play crossword puzzle every night 8:30. Except that me choose to do every good thing before that.
Hold on. When you're supposed to be doing something else, you're not playing crossword puzzle, so it's not an addiction.
No. What if every 8:30 after me done work, eat me dinner, do my kids them homework?
It's not an addiction.
It's not?
No.
But me have to do it every night? Why is that not an addiction?
No, sir. That's not an addiction. It not hurt anything.
If I have to have a
impact in your life,
but I'm saying affecting your life isn't part of the definition. It's just we use it that way.
Where the definition?
But just read it. One of the definition. Let me read it back. An enthusiastic devotee of a specified thing or activity.
Mm-hmm.
And there are other definitions. Addiction is a term that means compulsive psychological need for
Right.
and the
No,
use of something, usually a drug.
All right. So I believe that particular definition is is what we are looking for.
And I'm saying I can have a compulsive psychological need to watch movies every night, but if me do everything else when me do, nobody calls me a movie addict.
No, man. If it is compulsive, it means that it can come. It can be.
It can, but if it doesn't, then am I still an addict?
Then it's not compulsive. Then it's not compulsive.
Lord have mercy. Me, I have to do it every 10 o'clock, but me make certain so me do everything else when me need to do.
No,
so my wife now complain, the job now complain.
Operate, brother.
No, is we use the word addict negatively all the while. If me do the thing every day and can't do without the thing every day, me just as addicted as the man about weed and smoke cigarette every man.
But persons who go to church, them addicted to church?
Yes. We don't use it like that.
It's part of them lifestyle.
Then why is it lifestyle for you, but cigarette smoking is addiction for me? No, only because we read church and we don't read cigarette smoking.
No, because you know that the thing have a negative impact.
This is a very interesting.
If you have to kneel down every day and pray, like the Muslim them 5 times a day, you addicted to that something.
Hold the line corrections. They're running for a break. Don't move.
We're coming back.
All right.
We may be all over the world, but we're still in this together. Feel. Make it easy for you get your money. So if you have to get a thing from your brother or mommy, hey, it's a no Insta, it's a MoneyGram. Zoom, Ria, check your phone, your money land. VNBS money transfer. CFA, faster, easier. Sign up for VNBS direct to bank account transfer today. No matter step out, behind the line, straight in your account, money reach long time. VNBS money transfer.
BMO Auto Limited is having an end-of-month special on tires and windshields from May 24 to June 5. Free installation with every purchase. BMO Auto for new and used parts. Visit any of our locations in Kingston, Mandeville, and Santa Cruz. Call 876-618-2781. It's a massive tire and windshield special only at BMO Auto. BMO Auto, celebrating 20 years.
Visit Hepburn Glass Supplies Limited at 13 Chisholm Avenue, Kingston 13. With over 10 years experience, we provide customized aluminum windows and doors. We are distributors of float and laminated glass and mirrors. We pride ourselves on precise and accurate cuttings with same-day experience. Call or WhatsApp 876-908-0962 or 876-773-4799. Quality service is our priority. You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Correct.
Yeah, so I am saying, Orville.
We use the word addict when the connotations are negative.
Yeah, but you remember that the definition that uses the word compulsive.
No, but I can compulsively want to do things that are not negative, my boss.
No, yeah, but what I'm saying now, when something is compulsive, when that urge comes upon you.
Can I have urges to do things that are positive?
Let me finish now. When that urge comes upon you, it is going to override anything else you have doing at that time.
But I'm saying every urge can be controlled to an extent. But I'm saying the man who.
That's why you become you're an addict because.
So the man who. All right, fine.
The urge.
The man who watches a movie every night at 10, after he goes to work, after he does his kid stuff, after him and his wife, whatever, and let's say he lives alone, him and a wife, and him and a kid, but it doesn't affect his life. He's still functional. Him work. Him take care of whatever obligations. Him not turn trouble to a soul. But every 10 o'clock, he must watch a movie. He's not addicted to movie watching.
No.
But I don't understand it. Him addicted to the movie just like the man. The other man. It's just that
I'm looking at the word compulsive, Orville.
So the man who pray 5 times every night, him not compulsive, him not addicted to praying.
It's a lifestyle.
So what's the difference between
a discipline? You'd call it a discipline.
You're only calling it a discipline because it has positive connotations.
No, because the difference between a discipline and a compulsive action is that when the urge comes, you cannot override it.
And the people will tell us that they must pray. Them tell us that no matter what, they are going to pray.
No, that's a
listen.
I choose to pray.
Oh, you mean them choose? I have done cricket. I have done cricket with Fazzy, you know, man.
Well, man.
And when one certain time I did Fazzy, I'm a Muslim, you know.
The man who tells us that he has to pray.
Yeah.
He chooses, you know, him don't
them
have
not
to
choose but no matter on every 10 o'clock, my boss.
Compulsive urge come by you. You cannot override it.
Listen.
That is become
we don't want to get in our English debate, you know. I'm saying that the man who does these positive things that him can't do without doing is just as much of an addict as the man, as the other man.
No.
It's just that society blame one and blame the other.
The man who pray don't have to pray.
But
the man who pray, he don't have to pray, but he chooses. It's a discipline. It's just like an athlete choosing to train.
Nobody not have to do nothing at all.
Oh, we are talking about when the cokehead, when they heard lick the cokehead, him do anything.
And when the man can't get for worship and you stop him from worship, him do anything for find a church for prayer.
No,
you know how many people them tell him say if you read the Bible, hold on.
It's not going to drive him to do anything that is out of the norm.
Hold on, correction. There was once a time.
Yeah.
In certain medieval contexts, where if you were found preaching the gospel or reading the Bible, man that kill you.
Yeah.
You know, and people still got killed.
Yeah.
They were addicted to that something.
No, they chose to die.
Then choose to die.
Yeah.
Well, the cokehead choose to die, Bridget.
No, the cokehead when the cokehead have the last dollar, when they forgot pay him like
the cokehead has a problem.
When the man have him last,
and we don't think that the man who is addicted to the good things has a problem.
Zidane.
Yes.
What is your take on this argument?
Right down the middle. Can I understand completely what you're saying? Arville is sticking to the strict definition of the word. But we understand exactly what you're saying. Right down the middle.
Compulsive. Look at the word compulsive. When I urge a comment, override everything, but everything but override.
Me as a little boy
when I
must play cricket. When your parents tell us that don't go outside, go play. You feel like you want dead, you have headache, bellyache, diarrhea, everything. Was I addicted to cricket?
Yes, you're addicted to cricket as a child, yeah.
As a child?
Yeah.
But nobody calls people who love sports addicted to sports. The addiction term only come in when it is socially negative. Trust me. That's how we use the term.
All right, man. All right.
Big up, Carl.
Make me left it this.
They got there. There you go.
Hello.
Yes, indeed. New York.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why, thank you, Zidane, the English professor. The first thing I learned, Calabar first form, English words. English has limited words, and the meaning depends on the context and what the person is using. So you're right, Zidane.
Yes.
Orville is working with the strict definition, and correction is working with a different. What a lot of people use when they look at it negative with drug addicts, gamblers, and the negative. Simple. So it does context, but we can't believe the English professor take half an hour to educate correction.
Only because correction couldn't understand in 1 minute. The fact that I took half an hour to explain.
I bet if I was in your chair, I understand 1 minute. If I understand, we're moving on.
Then maybe you're easier for convince than correction.
Yeah, but you're the professor. But anyway, Zidane, Orville.
Yeah.
The diaspora again. The diaspora list to the show, they just can't call. They don't know America go. Everybody up on them 9 to 5.
Yeah.
They must say, not expert when it comes to EPL and Champions League. They asking you to know. Because the last time I asked you, they never have no answer for me. Who ever win the Jamaica Premier League right in the backyard?
Me did have Arnett and Mount Pleasant to get to the final, but it don't look like that.
Both are playing.
Both are play one another.
So, me have Arnett to beat Mount Pleasant, and me have Harborview to beat Cavaliers. So Arnett get Harborview final for me.
All right, that is the most thing when people say no. So the master to ask you to know. What Arnett Harborview? What says you, Zidane?
Arnett
for me as
well. What's fitting in the middle? You don't say nobody. I mean, 80% done. Harborview, Arnett. All right. So for you, Orville is Arnett.
Yeah, because I did have Arnett Mount Pleasant, but because one have got. So if Mount Pleasant beat Arnett, then I'm going with Mount Pleasant. If Arnett beat Mount Pleasant, then I'm going with. But the winner for me is one of them two.
Yeah, man. So you have Arnett and Zidane, you have Orville.
Arnett.
Oh, so you have Arnett. Okay,
Yes.
okay. So the diaspora listen. That's how they go on. No, Zidane. Orville.
Yeah.
This thing with the Brazilian, the Vinicius.
Yeah.
So I ask you, I want to answer my question specifically, because I don't know. I not about the owner with that though, because I wouldn't be involved in a gay marriage. But we're not going to cost somebody who choose to decide to do a gay marriage. What is the problem when I have? When I have the problem what the footballer did?
I'm not tracking the incident, you know.
I have a problem with footballers who have a problem.
No, but don't say you wouldn't do it, Orville. I'm just asking, so you say you cost the baller then?
No, I'm not cost him. I understand.
I don't want to know if you are going to cost him for it.
No. I empathize.
Okay. You know you don't agree. You must say you want to do it, you know, because you don't make your statement already.
Right. No, make you cost a man for that. Cost a man is when no, but I would advise him differently.
Oh yeah, okay. What about you, Zidane?
No, we're not cost nobody, because we don't know the situation. We don't fit in mind. So we're not cost.
So would you? Okay.
Yeah, we're not being critical of the athletes at all. Because sometimes you might come in and see them in a year black. I understand. You come again. You're black. And like I said, when every time them people there was a text set problem, so maybe the 8th time you don't start get away. So you understand?
Well, that is the problem I have. That when I hear callers to an earlier station say, attack customer. I know them used to be called black man when them was black and them black and them I bring them personal and a customer. Just if you not gonna do it fine, but you can't customer now. Because you don't know the reason or what the reason why he make those actions.
Yeah.
Simple. You're not gonna cuss a man because he's a gay in marriage because he's gay.
No, you're not a cuss a man, but you would choose to behave different.
Yeah, no.
You can't cuss a man when I hurt no man or nothing like that.
Yeah.
Him not do nothing. Him just stop.
When we have that problem with a lot of Jamaicans now with the gay phobia. Them cuss people and them this and the hate and the thing. I said, no. You wanna do it, but you can't cuss Magic Johnson's son. But you cuss Magic Johnson's son.
Or the way
because him come out.
Yes. I feel them business that.
Thank you. Yeah. But we try some of these. So you have a lot of Jamaicans. Them have a dark and ignorant mentality. You know, that's why we can't even discuss politics. You know.
When I say some Jamaicans, only Jamaicans have dark mentality.
No. Matter what my experience.
Then you have to be dark mentality all over the world.
No, but matter what my experience. I never reason with every day in Orville.
You're not reason with Americans though.
No. We're not a park with Americans.
No, I be a Jamaican. You deal it up and you are.
No, man. We deal with Americans from business level, not at the park. And you're not listening to me.
Yeah.
You play domino with American and Jamaica?
No, but the proportion of
Colombian.
The proportion of Americans that I have to deal with are not that high. But
I'm
sure.
giving you the reality in New York. You must listen to people who live after 40 years.
No.
We still link up. They're still separated in New York.
Diego, me wouldn't know that. Diego, I know people live in New York.
You still argue with me.
No, but Diego, that is your experience. I know people who live in New York. But me couldn't know what your experience is until me ask you.
I'm telling you, you still challenge me.
Me not challenge you. I'm asking. Do you relate to more Jamaicans than Americans? Or more than no? Then Diego, me know people in New York will deal with more New Yorkers than Jamaicans.
Right. But you talk to.
But me couldn't know. I'm not arguing, Diego. I'm asking you the question.
No, I told you about my experiences with Jamaicans.
I'm not telling you, Diego.
Tell me with other people.
Diego, there's a difference between telling and asking. Look up in the dictionary.
What you ask me? What is the problem you have with my answer then?
Because I ask you, do you have the same? You said Jamaicans are dark. And I'm asking you if ignorant and fool.
Jamaicans, you know, yeah?
No, man, some Jamaican dark and ignorant and fool. Me know that. I'm asking you if in your experience, if you don't find some Americans dark and fool too.
No, me can't. Me don't experience enough.
You who live in America for 40 years. Don't experience enough Americans.
Me hear them make the ignorant statement, but me can't come out and make a general statement like Jamaicans.
Even though you live in America.
With them with the numbers. Yeah, I don't hang out with them with the numbers. I'm still a Jamaican in New York.
All right,
New York is a melting pot. You can come from Russia, or Israel, Orville.
Yeah.
And a pure Jews in the road in New York, every community of its own.
And I'm saying,
like
Diego,
Jamaica.
I take your word for it. Diego, who lives in America for 40 years.
No, I am it. Don't put words in my mouth. No, that's what you're doing.
What me I gonna say? What you not say?
You come know what you're gonna say.
Diego, who lives in America for 40 years, has a better idea of how Jamaicans behave than how Americans behave. I see what you're saying.
No, say that again, come for correct you. Say it again, bro. Here.
Diego, who lives in America for 40 years, has a greater idea of how Jamaicans in America behave than how Americans in America behave.
Me can't no man said no. No man say America have different culture.
New Yorkers,
so
Americans in New York.
I can't tell about the Jews.
Right.
I can't tell about the Colombians.
I
can't tell about the Chinese. I can't tell about the Koreans.
I hear you. You win the argument, but
you want to continue going?
All right, Diego.
You win the argument.
I will take a coming back.
Visit Garrett Trading and Installation at 169 Constant Spring Road and 10 to 12 Cleardale Avenue for all your tiling and classic stone needs. Call 876-634-9773. The time by Garrett Trading is 2:30.
Here's great news for men 40 years or older with an NHF card. The PSA test for prostate cancer is now a new benefit. Use your NHF card and get a discount of $1,600 for one PSA test each year. Pay less for your PSA test and take charge of your health. Contact NHF for labs accepting NHF card for the PSA test. NHF is here for health. NHF is here for you.
A message from the National Health Fund.
Turn your passion into winnings with JustBet. Watch your favorite international leagues and tournaments and get in the game with JustBet. We have the best odds on over 100 sports: football, basketball, boxing, rugby, motorsports, even virtual matches. Register on the JustBet mobile platform, mobile.justbetja.com, or visit one of our over 100 JustBet locations island-wide. What are you waiting for? Get in the game and win big with JustBet.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute. It's sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, Edgechem, Any Bet, and Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill.
Durham have signed South African all-rounder Wayne Parnell for their T20 Blast campaign. The 33-year-old has taken 268 wickets in 264 T20 games. He has helped Worcestershire to the 2018 title. Parnell is expected to link up with Durham this weekend after playing for Royal Challengers Bangalore in the IPL. He also has experience in county cricket with Sussex, Glamorgan, Kent, and Northamptonshire. That is Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10. Call 876-929-9146 and in Maypen. Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Any Bet, your best bet, reminds you to bet responsibly at Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill. Celebrate good food, celebrate good vibes.
Listen, the way you love me. This is your host, Dr. Nicole Masters, Senior Pastor and founder of the Miracles of the Potter's Hand International, Stony Hill, also in Morant Bay. Please join me this and every Tuesday at 10:30 a.m. for Morning Dew. Morning Dew is a powerful devotion which is designed to jumpstart your morning, resulting in tangible victory. Tell a neighbor, tell a friend. Sponsored by the New Parkington Pharmacy. Restore, refresh, and renew. Also, Megadon Security Elite. Your security is our priority. Call them at 869-3884-25.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right. Before we come to G-Star, let us remind the listeners of the number 1-876-968-8117. That's 968-8117.
All right, so we go back online. G-Star, are you there?
Yes, I am. Afternoon, gentlemen.
How are you, sir?
So that means I'm good. Thank you for asking. That means I'm about 15 minutes in since nobody's behind me. Yeah. First thing, Preacher had spoken about the Denver Nuggets being a juggernaut, right? And I think I said last time I was on. I said, "Boy, I can give Preacher some beat for that." But it's his opinion, so that's not something I can beat him for, right?
Oh, you can't beat a man for your opinion?
No, not for something that's about to come. Because guess what? If they're in the finals and they sweep whoever's in the finals and they look really, really good, then
they would have gone 16-2.
16-3.
16-3.
Yeah,
so that would be a juggernaut sort of run.
I don't have them as a juggernaut because I don't think they're good enough, like just talent wise. Like for me, a juggernaut is the only one.
You're underrating Nikola Jokic, you know, boss.
No, man. Nikola Jokic is big time, an all-time player.
Yes.
Right? But for me, the 0-1 Lakers is a juggernaut. 96 Bulls, juggernaut.
You come down to the description, definition again.
The 17 Golden State Warriors, juggernaut.
What's your definition of a sporting juggernaut?
A juggernaut is somebody who's out of class, more explosive, a whole lot more powerful than everybody else. Bigger, stronger.
But if them sweep the finals, my boss, as you say.
Yeah, but they didn't look vulnerable against Phoenix?
No.
They didn't?
No, man, it was a flattering scoreline for me in the end.
No, man, they looked Phoenix.
No, man, what happened with Phoenix? That Phoenix have 2 all-time great scoring machines, the boss. And they had 2 great games.
A juggernaut is, according to dictionary definition, is a huge and powerful force.
There you go.
So if we go 16-3.
So are we gonna say that Denver Nuggets in
the Lakers team that you mentioned?
If Denver Nuggets goes on to win the NBA and win it convincingly,
they're a juggernaut.
Then juggernaut. Then they're not juggernaut that year, yeah?
Of course.
No, then that means every team who wins the championship.
No,
man. If you win it convincingly, they win them because them sweep the conference final,
which is massive.
And then let's say you go into the final now, and you remember they were number 1 in the whole NBA.
No, in the West.
Mr. Higgins,
the Bucks had a better record than them.
Yeah. All right.
So they were the best in the Western Conference.
But they rested stars for the last part.
Before the player.
At the thing, yeah.
Hold on, before the player.
Yeah.
I think they had the 4th best odds to win the championship.
That is irrelevant to them, my boss.
No, does that sound like
no? That is irrelevant. If they had the 5th best record,
and they just turned out to be a
juggernaut. But hold on, G-Star, man. Don't tell us about where they were ranked coming in, because if them go 16-1 win the championship, where they were ranked coming in is irrelevant, my boss.
True, but unlikely. All right, next thing now.
Yeah.
So we'll see though, Preacher. So I kind of moonwalk a little bit on that one, Preacher. All right. Now, Mr. Higgins.
Yes, sir.
Back to matchups.
Hey, you see your cricket example last night?
Yeah.
Now drink some red wine, pan a little black, you know.
I can give him my time, Diego.
No, man, me give back a third. You see a cricket example? So ordinary.
My cricket example was ordinary?
Yes, and I'm going to tell you why.
Go on now.
One of my reasons for saying matchups don't work in basketball is this. Game is too dynamic. So no one man will be quote unquote matched up with any one man for too long.
Cliche. Okay, good.
Yeah. In cricket, me can arrange that the bowler bowl to the batsman here for long and extended periods while the batsman is batting. Which doesn't exist in basketball. So me can decide, say, that brother you can't bat spin. None at all.
It doesn't?
No, me can decide. So when John Brown come back, a John Tama bowl, you know.
But who said that can't exist in basketball?
Because basketball doesn't allow that kind of one-on-one interaction for the most of the game. No, man, not the same way cricket does, man.
No,
basketball is too dynamic. Everybody run up and down on the court. In cricket, when me a bowl to you, if you're not getting a single, you have to stay and bat out the whole of the ball.
Hold on. So you're saying matchups in cricket are not overrated?
I'm saying matchups in cricket are not the same things as matchup in basketball.
But are they overrated?
To a less extent.
No, man, it says that they aren't or they aren't. Or they aren't
cricket,
or they are.
Matchups in cricket mean more than matchups in basketball.
So yes, Mr. Higgins, just stop the question.
No, me not, Doc. I'm saying matchups in cricket has more bearing on a game than matchups in basketball.
Hold on, do I need to be a Dua Chateau? Are matchups in cricket overrated?
So determining who wins a game, individual matchups, yes, it's overrated.
All right. No.
But It's overrated to a less. They mean more than in basketball.
All right, no, you had mentioned something quickly. I want to get back to my basket.
Yeah, get back to the basket.
Quickly, though. That catch that the player dropped. Remember they said that catch the player did drop?
Courtney Brown.
Was that an overrated drop?
What? Explain. That was not the reason why I was saying.
I know, but was it overrated?
As a reason.
That play where he dropped it. If he had caught it.
It is overrated as a reason for us losing.
All right. Next thing, all right. Let's go back to basketball. Now, Mr. Higgins, I'm going to give you a virtual example, right? I'm going to get you in the game like it was EA Sports, right? No, Mr. Higgins, we're going to have a basketball game, right? With the 9 best players who are living in Jamaica currently.
Yeah.
And you know who I'm drawing for the 10th?
Who?
Orville.
Euclid Neville Higgins.
Yes, that guy. And guess what? I'm going to be your coach, Mr. Higgins. So you're playing with 4 of the best players in Jamaica, plus Mr. Higgins.
Yeah.
No, you're going on the basketball court now, right?
Yeah.
You tell me, what's the first thing we should do?
What's the first thing we should do?
You can't play now. We're actually saying, Mr. Higgins, yeah, what's the first thing we would do?
We meaning people on my side?
Yeah, what we going to do?
Ensure so me not get to touch the
leave
ball.
You on the court?
No, me can't touch the ball and me can't get
no. I have to tell you things though.
Like what? First thing you tell me is
the first thing I'm going to say is, Mr. Higgins, you're going to mark this guy. That's the very first thing. So my question to you, if the very first thing you step on the court, we say, Mr. Higgins, you're going to mark that guy.
Yeah.
How can that be overrated?
No, man. It's in a case like where you talk. I agree with you.
But that's
but me's not a basketball player, my boy.
But it's a principle, Mr. Higgins.
No, man. Everybody that plays NBA in everybody that plays basketball.
Some players are better than some.
I agree, but the level
of next thing, hold on. You know the next thing.
No, but you think when we say cricket matchups, no matter in the overall sense, you would think me if I'm me a bowl to Lara or you a bowl to Lara. Yes, that doesn't matter now.
There are levels, you know.
Yes, but I'm saying when you get to the elite levels, which is what NBA is, the difference is not as wide as it.
So you don't think there's a difference between Austin Reeves marking Steph Curry and Anthony Davis?
The difference between Austin Reeves and Steph Curry is not the same difference as Austin Reeves and me. And I'm saying the difference between and remember the point I'm making.
Yeah.
No one player is marking no one player throughout the duration of a basketball.
You see, here you go. That's why you're mistaken, and that's what I'm here to teach.
Also, right? One man constantly upon one man.
I'm trying to tell you, Mr. Higgins, if you step on the basket, we're going to say, Mr. Higgins, you mark that guy.
Because it's me.
Hold on, let me finish. And you know who that guy is?
Who?
That guy's probably going to be a perimeter player. He cannot be an inside player.
Lord have mercy, my boss. Me won't be able to mark a soul in a basketball.
Oh, so hold on a second.
So me who don't have no basketball skills, none at all. Of course, me up on the field.
So what if we say, Steph Curry, you mark Anthony Davis?
And then,
do the Golden State Warriors have a chance?
I am saying what determines whether Steph Curry's team win or Anthony Davis' team wins now is far more than who Steph Curry marking.
No, because you need to get it right. All right, let me give you another example.
Remember basketball. Remember, don't go down them road and then say you want back your time. If I say attack, but I say attack.
Yeah, man. No, man. This is what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I'm just bringing it to a different thing.
Yeah.
All right, what I'm saying is this. I'm gonna use an actual NBA player. So let's use Bum is not that guy. All right, let's just say Jamal Murray.
Yeah.
Who did they just last play?
Lakers.
The Lakers. So, Mr. Higgins, you see, if Jamal Murray was to guard Anthony Davis, the Lakers would win that game. Do you understand that?
If Jamal Murray was to mark Anthony
Davis, that assigned.
If it was Anthony Davis' primary defender, then then Lakers will.
The Lakers will win.
You see, by telling me this, you are telling me that it is who marking who determines who wins.
But it will. But if you don't get it right, remember I gave it a story.
So hold on. You are telling me, that the team that loses is because they got it wrong. If you are but that is the truth.
No, that's not what I'm telling you.
No, but
if you don't,
it is the opposite. If you are telling me that it is, hold on. If you are telling me that it is, you have to get up, you have to get the matchups right to win the game. What you're telling me is that the team that loses the game gets it wrong. You can't argue different.
No, man. Him say go and help you with. He mean go and help you with.
No, hold on.
That's it. Go and make you win.
Hold on, time out, Mr. Let me say something first.
Try help him.
Hold on, I gave you an example about getting to the interview on time. Because you get to the interview on time, that doesn't mean that's why you got the job.
If you
don't get to the interview on time, there's a good chance you're not going to get the job.
Me not understand the interview example.
It's the same thing. If you don't get matchups right, if you have Jamal Murray,
who is going to
Anthony Davis,
all right,
you're going to lose.
I've asked this question before and nobody has been able to give me a proper answer.
Go ahead.
Teach me, school me.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Who wins game 6 tomorrow night? Heat or Boston?
Let me preface this answer by saying more than likely they're going to get it right.
Who is going to get it right?
Both teams.
Lord
They're not going to do foolishness like putting Jamal Murray on Anthony Davis.
Winning me attack. Who is likely to
Who
win?
I believe is going to win that game tomorrow?
Yeah.
For me, I'm going to go with the Celtics.
You're going to go with Celtics.
Yeah.
But
you know what doesn't happen?
Hold on now.
Go ahead.
How much of the reason for winning game 6 for Celtics is about who is going to be guarding who when the game starts?
In this instance?
Yeah.
It's not that much, maybe 5%, if that.
Then we don't get
What hold on? No, but we're not argue with each other for 6 years for.
Mr. Higgins.
But the man has said the same thing with me. I say, big man.
You not say what each other say for 6 years.
If you are telling me that there's a 5%,
so you agree with him?
Yes.
So we're not argue for me.
I don't know, but me finally get him when I want him.
No, hold on, Mr. Higgins. But here's where I'm gonna get you now, and here's where I have you.
Yeah.
If 5%, remember I told you they score 114 points in a basketball game. 5% of 114 points is probably about 7 points.
Yes.
About 6 points. Right?
Yes.
Teams win and lose in that margin, you know.
So you're saying who is marking who?
If it's 6
can work out to 6 or 7 points in a
people
game.
lose by 2 points in a basketball game.
No, but hold on. If you say to me, if you work it that way, that who is marking who can make a difference of 5 or 6 or 7 points in a game.
It could be more.
Yeah, well, percentage wise, because if it's 100, if it's 130, then 5% different. Then maybe me and you can work, you know.
No, maybe.
But a long time, so
as long I had said 7 less than 10%, but let's work with you, the guru. 5%.
In this particular game, because every game is different.
Well, all right, yes, so when a game them different, tell me when them work more than 5 or 10%.
That's where you could work with a 5%.
I can, so all right. So me agree with you, Sebastian. I go win tomorrow. And me agree so who am I, who is 5% at the reason why. They are a 95 after that. No, no, because me did say up to 10. So once you're not going to level me, you good enough.
But the point is, 6 or 7 points can have a...
I mean, agree with you. No, man, I agree. If you say who are who can make a difference of 5%, which in this case can be 6 or 7 points.
Can be the difference between a fail and a pass.
Me I work with you on that one. You come round to my side.
No, I think you came round to my side. All right.
Oh, you come round to your side and a 5%.
Because you said it's not no longer underrated, overrated.
Not when it's 5%.
It can be the difference between winning and losing.
But I agreed with 5%. But I agree, as a matter of fact, I agreed with 10%.
If something is the difference between winning and losing, it cannot be underrated.
What about the people who say it's 30%?
No, man, forget about it.
All right. Big up, my boy. We're coming back after.
Get running. Stay fit with the latest brands and styles at Western Sports. Running, walking, trekking. Western Sports has the shoe just for you. The time by Western Sports is
2:45.
AnyBet now offers a third easy, secure, and convenient top-up option for your betting account. Top up wherever, whenever, using your Visa, debit, credit, or MasterCard free of charge to continue gaming. That's right, free of charge. Other top-up options include store deposit and bank transfer. Visit our website for more details. AnyBet reminds you to bet responsibly.
BMO Auto Limited is having an end-of-month special on tires and windshields from May 24 to June 5. Free installation with every purchase. BMO Auto for new and used parts. Visit any of our locations in Kingston, Mandeville, and Santa Cruz. Call 876-618-2781. It's a massive tire and windshield special only at BMO Auto. BMO Auto, celebrating 20 years.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
I really don't know whether I should be, how I should be taking this, because we've been having an argument with people like G-Star for years. Boston Celtics versus Miami Heat Saturday night in what many people are going to say is one of the most crucial game sixes in a long while. Team leading 3-0, the other team come back to 2. Celtics will be playing game 6 in Miami. Now, it's likely to be a close game. And G-Star is giving this monster of a game a 5% chances or a 5% weighting on who going to be guarding who. Which means that in other games that you don't expect to be close enough. Because like last night game, nobody can tell me say who did match up against who make Boston not blow out Miami. You know? But in what is supposed to be a close game, G-Star said 5% to Maggie the matchup individual matchup. What has been the argument? Me said no more than 10%, generally. Then why argue with me then? If a tight game between 2 good teams, you get 5%. Well, I mean, I tell you. It's the propensity to just argue with me.
Who is there? CD?
CD.
Orville.
Oh, it's not CD.
Oh, it's Garvey.
Which man I introduce my CD, Orville?
We apologize profusely.
CD has something I scratch and broke, brother.
Oh, yeah.
Orville, let me make sure I'm quote you right. Did you just say that matchups in cricket are more important than matchups in basketball?
They have a greater bearing on the outcome of a game.
All right.
In terms of who win from who no win.
All right. So let me ask you something now, Harvey.
Yeah.
You said the reason you said that is because you can get a bowler to bowl to a batsman for a long time.
You can yes. The batsman must face you for a sustained spell of time.
Since you say you're not a basketball aficionado, let me give you an easy one. The recently concluded series with the Denver Nuggets and the LA Lakers, right? What percentage of Anthony Davis and Nikola Jokic's shots do you think came versus each other?
Me no know. Me hear Zidane was giving some.
I'm sure it's probably 90%.
In the 80s.
Me no know.
You hear that, Orville?
In the 80s, yes.
Okay.
And
so
hold on. No, but hold on, no. Let's say Anthony Davis was guarding Jokic. And 80% of Jokic's shots were against Anthony Davis. The fact is that Anthony Davis guarding Jokic didn't stop Jokic from having an efficient game.
Nobody said it did.
No. But in cricket now, if you can't bat spin, none at all, and Shane wanna go bowl to you, the chances of you doing well are far less than the chances of a man in basketball doing well. Depends on who I'm marking. When Devon Smith, hold on, when Devon Smith was opening for the West Indies.
Tell me when I'm
Yes, I'm gonna tell you. And we know Devon Smith can bat spin to save him life. Devon Smith is less likely to have a good game based upon the ideal matchup against him than Joker and Anthony Davis were mark one another.
My time yet?
Yes.
All right. So let me ask you this. You agree with me that Joker and AD were matched up 85 basically?
I don't know if it's 85. Right? I don't know that number.
But if you watch the game, you can see
no,
that.
Man, you can't look on the game and know says 85%.
You said somebody presented the actual numbers.
So I don't know that the numbers worked out to 85. I don't even remember what the numbers are.
Okay. What if I can tell you that I have definitive numbers from the NBA Finals in 2015?
That says that what?
Andre Iguodala guarded LeBron James on 76% of his attempts.
Yes. And what happened?
No, I just tell you that.
Yes, and having said that.
So hold on, let's establish the fact that when guys are matched up in basketball, even though you have occasional switches, primarily
who won that series?
I don't care. I'm just establishing.
No, but you can. No. You know what?
Can I?
But my argument is that it doesn't determine who wins the game.
I didn't say it would did. I just wanted to agree with
me. But that is my argument, you know, my boss. So you cannot make that argument in a vacuum by itself.
Boss man, you said the matchups in cricket have more impact in winning than basketball, and I'm proving to you that you're wrong.
No, by telling me that somebody.
Can I give you a chance to set my premise, sir?
All right, tell me who. Yes, when you're done, tell me who wins.
Hold on. We just established the fact that even though you have occasional switches in basketball, primarily 80% and above, The point guard is gonna guard the point guard. The power forward will guard the power forward.
Here,
the center will guard the
and
center.
which team? When Iguodala was guarding
all teams.
When Iguodala was guarding LeBron James 76% of the time, which team won that?
I'm not Orville. Let's switch the argument. Orville.
No, you answer me. Which team won the series?
To do? That is not the point.
That is my point, though.
Hold on. No, your point is that in basketball, matchups are not as important as in cricket. And you said
no. That is
hold on. You said
that's what I'm going to know. That's what I'm going to know.
The man now give me no chance.
No, because you are false. You are misrepresenting me wrongly.
Orville, if me and you are batting in cricket, and the captain decides
me catch you,
that I am weak against spin,
and
he inserts a spinner, what guarantee is there that I will face 80% of the delivery?
Me catch you. You know why me catch you?
Me ask you that.
Who won the game when Iguodala marked LeBron James? Who won that series?
You can't answer my question.
No, me catch you. All right, when you answer me.
Orville, in basketball, the guys are primarily matched up 80% and above. When you insert a bowler in cricket,
and when they match up 80% and above, who wins the game?
A particular batsman, what guarantee is there that he will have to?
I think Garvey's addressing something different in our.
Of course, I'm addressing. No. Garvey is forgetting that I said matchups are overrated in terms of who wins the game.
He's not addressing that at all.
No, address that.
But that's what we come to take you on about.
No, but you cannot take me on unless you are addressing that point.
That matchups in cricket are far more impactful than matchups
in terms of basketball. No, in terms of winning a game.
Okay, determine it.
So he cannot. You can't make that point.
You can't leave it alone.
You cannot leave it without talking about winning the game.
Orville,
no, even in the Devon Smith case.
You can bring on. Hold on.
No, hold on. Who's privileged now? Who's privileged? Hold on, I'll give you back a time, big man. Even when they used to put on, even when they used to put on Graham Swan against Devon Smith, and that matchup worked for England. That is not why England win the game. England beat up West Indies because England better than West Indies.
Totally moving the goalpost.
No. Even though my argument,
you can bring on a bowler to target a particular batsman. But because it's called a partnership and the batsman safely navigate a way to not allow you to bowl enough deliveries to said batsman you are targeting. I used to see it a lot with Gordon Greenwich and Desmond Haynes.
No, man, in cricket, me can decide, say, the bowler will be bowling to the batsman. I set the field that you can't get no single. I'm behind you now.
Batsmen can't turn down singles.
No, man, not at test cricket, man. Not frontline batsmen. None bother with that.
Orville.
Big man in test cricket, and you get stroke a ball down a third man, you have to run. As a walking back.
If you are my partner, and I know you are particularly weak against a particular bowler, and I am
top of the batsman in test cricket.
Are you telling me that I cannot go into a dogged frame of mind where I do not look to be aggressive and as such, I hug the strike and protect you?
Yeah, hugging the strike is one, but after you hug the strike, that's over here.
So how can you say matchups in cricket are more impactful in basketball when you cannot do that in basketball? But in basketball, Bam Adebayo and Robert Williams will be matched up 80% of the time.
Lord of his mercy, my boss. I am saying that in basketball, the thing is fluid. So even though the man, you're supposed to be marking me, the minute you come for mark me, me can run, go round, so I run, go round. In cricket, and me a ball to you, you don't know where to run.
And because of the fluidity of the game, you have 50% of the times where Jokic and AD are not matched up. But however, they are matched up in 85% of occasions.
I don't know where you get that number from.
Brother, anybody watch basketball knows that.
I don't know that, my boss, that AD match up against Jokic 85%. I don't know
when the shooting guard from the Heat, Gabe Vincent, made the game winner the other night. Who did he make it?
No. But you're giving me one example. I'm asking you, prove to me that AD was
why was LeBron and Iggy matched up against each other? You know why, Mr. Higgins?
Lord of his mercy.
They are both small forwards, sir.
Here what me I said to you, my boss. There is no truth that no one man is beside Jokic.
You don't know, you're gone all over the place now.
No, I'm not gone over. You said that.
I came to disprove your theory that matchups in cricket are far more impactful than basketball. And I think I stated that, sir.
I don't think it.
Have a great day, sir.
All right. Good.
Yeah.
All right, we take a break.
Yeah, music.
We're coming back.
Yeah.
All right, well.
All right,
we take the break. We're coming here.
Take the break.
Men 40 years and older, use your NHF card and pay $1,600 less for your PSA test for prostate cancer. The time by NHF is
3 o'clock.
Health Alert is sponsored by Bashco, the store that gives you more, and the National Health Fund. NHF is here for health. NHF is here for you.
If you have fever, cough, and difficulty breathing, seek medical care early. Stay home if you feel unwell. If you have a fever, cough, and difficulty breathing, seek medical attention and call in advance. Follow the directions of your local health authority. National and local authorities will have the most up-to-date information on the situation in your area. Calling in advance will allow your healthcare provider to quickly direct you to the right health facility. This will also protect you and help prevent the spread of viruses and other infections.
Health Alert is sponsored by Bashco, the store that gives you more, and the National Health Fund. NHF is here for health. NHF is here for you.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Time now for the second selection, a Yaba selection here on a Friday afternoon from the Sunshine JA album, brought to you by Color Glow from Edge Chem, and of course, the Yaba Sunshine JA album. Which one are we playing?
All right, Anne-Marie, Tomorrow Night.
Tomorrow night will be your night for loving. Yes, tomorrow night will be your night for love. I'll hold you close and tell you that I love you. I love you. You'll hold me tight and tell me you are mine. Tomorrow night, I'll hold you close, my darling. And squeeze you tight and tell you of my love. Yes, tomorrow night will be our night together. Tomorrow night will be our time for love. Tonight it's just a dance, a touch of glass, romance to follow. Pretending we're just friends until we meet again tomorrow. just a dance, a touch, a glance, romance to follow. Pretending we're just friends until we meet again tomorrow. Tomorrow night will be our night for loving. Yes, tomorrow night will be our time for love. And so tonight, I'll hold you and I'll lose you. But tomorrow night.
All right, that was Anne Marie.
Yeah, man.
One called Tomorrow Night from the Sunshine JA album. Yabba Music, that's what it's brought to you by.
Big up.
And Edge campaigns for people who dream in color. Spaces are available on the line.
Yeah, man. Big up to Yabba, big up to the Sunshine JA album as well. All right, so we
876-968-8117. That's 876-968-8117. So who you have? Well, we don't predict who we have already.
Boston, man.
No, not. Yeah, Boston?
Yeah.
Game 6?
Yeah. Then
this is the first time in history that somebody will come back from 3-0 down?
Yeah. Remember me, Boston for win the series.
Yes.
You can't win the series if you don't win game 6. So.
But you know that I picked Boston in game 4 because I didn't go with any analysis. I went with history. It has never happened where the 2 conference finals ended in sweeps.
Yeah.
So I go with history. I think if Boston win, Boston are going to win game 7 and win the series. I go with history, it's going to end in 6.
Well, I go with Boston.
I know I picked Boston before the start of the series, but I believe that this team has the tumok, as Garvey would say, to come back from 3-0 down.
Yeah. Well, me think Boston is a better team.
They are. No, they are, but they are.
Me just feel to the Boston man when them serious can play basketball.
No, they are better basketball. I was telling Berto the other day, they are better basketball players across the board.
Me don't know what happened. You find yourself. Yeah. That's why I'm gonna work. Hey, you know why? The reason I'm gonna work with matchups argument and coaches argument them way. Because
remember you and G are agreeing now with 5%.
Because usually the teams them do well at home. Now, the reason why teams do better at home than away. I know matchups that team just play harder and more confident and with more energy.
No. Well, the 2 of them are going to play harder in this game 6 and play
right.
Finish.
So yes or no, your work down to which set of man
execute better on the night.
No, but before execution, because you're not expected to execute better than me if me generally better than you. So if me think the Boston man them more talented at basketball than the Miami man them. So me think if the 2 team play at their best, Boston win. But sports don't always work like that. Sometimes you don't play at your best and the next man lift above the level when normally expected. But me still think Boston better than that team, and make we see. Make we see. What? 4 people
should be really interesting
with 20 points or more the last game. That is not normal in the average basketball game.
Not at all.
So if Miami win, would I collapse and drop in a heap and wonder what happened? No.
And there was an interesting stat that I heard them reading out on one of the American media platform the other day that over the last 2 years, Boston has a losing record at home in the playoffs.
They do?
Yeah. And they're in away elimination games. When they should be eliminated away from home, they find a way to get the victories. So they are very good away from home in staving off elimination.
But to me, you see that the first 3 games, me never think them I play with enough. Me big on something in a sports team, drive and passion. The man them did never come out with that same
especially
level of intensity.
Especially game 3. Something was
wrong
body language wise in game 3.
But Tatum and Brown and Beauty and White, well, him surprised me.
Yeah, good looking player.
Him play better than I did expect him to play. But it shows him can do it. Marcus Smart, them man can beat my man. Although I'm a big fan of Jimmy Butler as well. But
the guy named Bam Adebayor hasn't played well in the last 2 games. Well enough.
True.
Yeah.
True.
But it should be an exciting.
Well, me know come tomorrow Saturday night. I will be in front of a TV somewhere.
All right, we're the Friday evening, 876. 968-8117. That's 876-968-8117. Call right through right now. You get onto the radio to talk.
Squeeze it in.
Yes.
Squeeze in a call. Me kind of want to hear from some new callers. The regular Bramble people, me hear on the views. I still would want to come round to my way or me come round to phone way. But if there are any new callers, that we would appreciate that as well. Never call the program yet. Always one call. Always say the line them to chuck up. Here is an opportunity until the main callers start calling back. 876-968-8117. So if you don't get through at a time like this, it's unlikely you'll get through. Generally. 876, you know that. 968-8117. Call and make we hear you. All right, so we have Franco. Franco.
Yeah, yo, what's going on, guys? Bless up on yourself, yo, for real, yo.
Yeah, man.
You know, economics to call out of the year, yo. Fantastic idea, economics. Man, I have to big you up on that thing, man. I hope Orville and them take it up, man. For real, yo.
Yeah.
We got warriors everywhere, yo. For real, yo. Yeah, so, yeah, what about you guys hearing me?
Yes.
The NBA Western Conference Finals, man. Not the West, man. The East, man. Man, this is history, man. If Miami don't win Game 6,
yes, indeed. I know they are worried. I'll never go and about Lauren up in Mount last night with a straight face. They are worried about losing this Game 6 and going back to Boston Garden for a Game 6.
Listen, man. They're more than worried. They know, man. And you should have treated Game 5 like it's Game 7. They should have go all out and try to win Game 5, man. I'm telling you, man. These guys, Boston, man, edge them tonight. Oh my goodness, man. It'll be history, man. Orville, what did Dago say about Jamaican people? What did he say?
So some of them are dark and fufu.
Yeah, but dark and fufu people is in New York. Yo, you ever been to any of you guys ever been?
Never been to New York. Well, Diego said based on his circles, him say that more about Jamaicans than Americans.
Man, please.
Which is a rather strange comment, but I him say so.
New York, a big old place. You know how much millions of people is in New York alone, man. Please, man. Diego. Man, I know what Diego. Diego is an intelligent person, you know. So I don't mind people licking his boot because, you know, we're going to have bootlickers. But you can't really watch what people calling like my boy, Chronic.
Yeah.
That was my boy, but I heard he's like put out something thinking he's God. I hope they ain't picking up that mentality. I ain't got it. Diego, I mean, I have no problem with people thinking you're a God and I'll boost you up or whatever. You're intelligent enough not to follow them punks, yo. So you know you're gonna have bootlickers out there, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, yo, just don't follow them, Diego. I know you're intelligent, yo. I know even if you go to church, you don't just walk with the Bible. You read that for yourself and get your own understanding.
All right.
Yeah, yo. And God no love when one of the things God hates the most is when you see other gods. So hope they're gonna go down the line.
No man, they I don't know, man. Me think they gonna realize they catch him still and just I say it.
Hasn't been an intelligent person, man.
He is, man. Diego is an intellect, man.
I've been listening to him, man. I know he's intelligent. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying to him, man. Because, man, please, man. There's a lot of buttheads over there in New York. For real, yo. They're everywhere, yo. Anyway, Israelites, they have a lot of buttheads.
All right, my boy.
All right, Franco.
Big deal, I want to run this so quick because I ain't winning no argument, man. I just slow down, y'all keep the win argument.
No, but you're making the point that Diego is an intelligent man, and you keep repeating. Is there any other points you want to make?
Yeah, but it's so one of guys didn't say that, yo. Yeah, yo, for real, yo. I'm telling you, man. If
what happened to Franco? It's not we cut it.
Oh,
there's a girl. There's a lady. Come in, say you have 1 minute. I see the one minute, Franco. I don't need to do all of the credit.
Nah, man, don't tell me what to do, man. What's wrong with you guys?
All right, don't the credit, Franco.
Yeah, yo, if Mount Salem get to the final, Mount Pleasant, get to the final, we change what we say about we change what we say about the court, yo.
So what if they go to the finals and lose?
No one. If he just got to, if he reach that.
Get to the big dance. All right.
Yeah, just get to the big dance. He'll take a step up the ladder, yo, for real, yo. He get a strike from Franco. Anyway, bless your corner, yeah, they come in me. Be able to step for real, yourself.
All right, Franco. We'll take a break and we'll be coming back.
Design your dream home with Total Hardware and Supplies. We have windows of all sizes on special. Doors galore. Choose from our wide variety of porcelain and ceramic tiles. Experience the best deals on sanitary ware, jacuzzis, shower enclosures, and baths. Just to name it, we have it all. Come on down to 2 Aiken Hill Drive, Pembroke Hall. Call us at 631-7648 or WhatsApp anytime 507-0865. Remember, same day delivery available. Quality products, great prices. That's the Total Guarantee.
BMO Auto Limited is having an end-of-month special on tires and windshields from May 24 to June 5. Free installation with every purchase. BMO Auto for new and used parts. Visit any of our locations in Kingston, Mandeville, and Santa Cruz. Call 876-618-2781. It's a massive tire and windshield special only at BMO Auto. BMO Auto, celebrating 20 years.
Tonight is the day to push past my limit. Escape my comfort zone, I won't live within it. Getting energy from my mind and body. Be all I can be, the scourge of me. I won't give up, no, I never stop. Boost me up, boost up, boost me up, boost me up.
One glass of Suppligent has 8 vitamins and minerals and is power-packed with protein to maintain healthy muscle mass. The day is yours. Suppligent boosts you up.
The hour between 3 and 4 p.m. on Fridays during the Sports Desk is sponsored by Western Sports, the sports people with locations in Kingston, Ocho Rios, and Montego Bay. You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, back online. Hello.
Good evening.
This is Dr. Mark Brumfield. Former president of the Basketball Association.
Zidane,
Yes.
you couldn't help Garfield. Yes, Garfield nearly kill a man, man.
He was?
Teacher, every time I see you, slick, you skill, you.
Uh-huh.
Your premise for this whole matchup argument is always in basketball. Because you said, because basketball is so fluid,
Yes.
no one player will be able to guard any other player for any significant percentage of time.
For it to make a difference stop. No,
Right,
you can't. No, but the next side is part of my argument.
No. The premise of your argument was that because of the fluidity,
Yes.
no one player is able to guard a single player for any significant percentage of time.
That is incomplete.
It wouldn't affect that player's ability and that player's impact on the game.
And that is incomplete. Though. I'm saying the difference maker.
You said that first,
The difference makers in a basketball team, the real difference makers, are not that much limited by who is marking them, to the extent that
that's why Dennis Rodman was so good in Barca, because of excellent.
No, but you keep telling me about Dennis Rodman. The reason why Chicago Bulls was winning that game.
No. That's why Bruce Bowen was so good. And that's why Spurs, because they had an elite defender to guard elite players that reduced their efficiency.
Doc, the reason why is it that who was marking Michael Jordan?
The man catch
Never.
man.
No, but you.
The man catch you, man.
No, but
The
answer me
man
now.
catch you.
Lord, you
Protect
said
him,
that
catch
3
him.
times.
Him
All
catch
right,
you,
say
man.
it 4 more times. Catch me. Answer me this now. Why is it that whoever was marking Michael Jordan never stopped Bulls from winning 6-3? Or
Maybe
3
the
and 3?
other, maybe the other defensive matchup favor the Chicago Bulls.
Which
when they played Sonic,
yeah.
and they put Gary, go and look at the stats, and they put Gary Payton on him. Look at his statistics.
I am talking about a team versus another team doing that.
No, but teacher, you must one thing you must be feeling. Use the purpose, the reason why you brought up this thing about no one player because of the fluidity. You were trying to make the point that no one player is going to be on you for any long significant
No,
time.
Doc, you
Why?
cannot isolate my argument. So
Not that I said
5
but
people
that
are
was
playing.
in your wait, no, that was in your argument.
But
That
I
was
can
a
tell you
part
what
of
my
your-
argument is in a Doc. You don't have to tell me what my argument is
That
in
was a part of your argument.
I'm saying
Part of your
5
argument.
people over the side, yeah, and 5 people over the side. Who wins this? You use one of your people for mark one of my people, and you use the other one for mark one of me, and one of you for mark one of me.
You are hoping
Now,
that
who wins that basketball game does not come down to which one of you and mark which one of me.
No,
Who wins that basketball game is a matter of efficiency of all 5 of we versus all 5 of you.
Some team match up better against some team, even with your talent.
I don't understand what that means.
Because if I have if I have teams that if you switch, I'm not at that.
Doc, me want practical example. I hear this argument, you know. Oh, me better than you, but you match up better against me.
I give you the argument. When you have,
give me some practical examples in the NBA what we know about.
Don't show me for point, man. Let me make the point that I think God was trying to make, and I hear Zidane saying that's what he came to say. You are making the point that the fluidity reduces the number, the significant percent of time a player is on any one player.
That is part of my argument.
Yeah, part of the argument. The statistics shows that part of your argument is wrong.
Which part of the argument? What does the statistics show?
That no player is on any one.
No, but tell me what the statistics. Doc, you can't tell me that the statistics show that without telling me what the statistics say.
Because 88%.
No, Doc, where can I tell me where? Tell me where do I find the information that 85% of the time when LeBron James have the ball, or when him up on the court, because LeBron James impacts a basketball game, not just when he's shooting. No, man, me want you to tell me.
Man, don't tell me to find what you can click on your computer.
No, me not, but Doc, then tell me if you click on my computer that tells me that 85% of a basketball game, that one man is beside LeBron James.
Call you and show you the statistics.
Doc, you can't tell me. You're a doctor and a doctor.
No, I am
and you're not a medical doctor and a doctor. You get doctor upon your name because you're supposed to be a bright man. Doc, me now when you tell me say the statistics tell me that and without telling me what the statistics tell me. But where can I find those stats? Lord Jesus. Doc, I believe that Steve Smith is. Here's the difference between me and you, Doc. I believe that Bradman is better than Brian Lara. Why? One man averaged 99.94. The other man averaged 52 point something. Real credible stats to back up what me I say. Now believe you are telling me that 85% of the time. Where is the proof?
Wait, no, I'm saying to you, you have a computer in front of you.
Lord,
click on it
Doc,
and look at the game.
I would love me and you to be debating in an argument, you know. And me say to you, you say 85% of the time one player upon one player. And I say, prove it. And you say, me if you go looking at my computer.
You have a computer in front of you, I'm driving
and then what do I look for?
I can go on my phone to look at the stat, but the stat.
Doc, I'm not asking you to find it, you know. Tell me what to look for. And I will concede.
The game,
Lord Jesus, people of Jamaica. You know, hear me ask a man named Dr. Mark Rumfield. Where do I find the information that tells me?
Go on the game and you click on the statistics.
What game? Which Doc, tell me now. Help me and
go
kill me.
NBA. All right. So you click on the game or the
which game? No stats. Not tell me how long one man short a game, Doc.
Not how long. How much shots he contested.
No. Fine. No. But how many? Yeah. Fine. Doc, work with me now. How many shots I contested is not the only thing me do on a basketball court, you know. Nikola Jokic, LeBron James, Steph Curry, all these people are not those people who shoot the ball, you know. These are people
everybody in basketball.
These are people yes. So me now want you tell me how much time you there in front of me when me I shoot the ball.
You know that they matter about the defender when they matter about match.
No,
We talk about defender.
Lord of mercy. Me want
forcing this player who's an elite player to take tough shots.
No, but Doc, LeBron James can influence a game in more ways than taking shots. So does Steph Curry, so does Jokic, so does Jordan, so does all the big players.
They're primary in these three players, even though they're great passers.
No, man. But Doc,
look here, man. Don't change it.
Me not change, you know. Me say LeBron James play one entire quarter and probably take 1 and 2 shots in the game. But he's still impactful.
Why?
Because his effectiveness on a basketball court is not limited to how well he must shoot.
Think he's open and don't want to take an open shot?
What?
You think this is an easy lay up to the basket that he can take it and don't take it?
The person guarding LeBron James does not prevent LeBron James from having an impact in other ways except shooting.
It makes his game more difficult.
But Doc, even if and I'm saying, Doc, even if one man on team B limits the effectiveness of one man on team A to shoot the ball well, that doesn't determine the contest of the game when it's 5 versus 5.
It doesn't affect the game, you're saying?
It doesn't, not more than 5 or 10%. What determines how well?
When I as a coach, you can see that I have a weak player on that side defense there, and I can isolate him and abuse him. What do you think I'm going to do?
Doc.
That is why Lakers had to take off thing off the court because he was being abused.
D. Russell, D'Angelo Russell.
Russell, he was being abused.
And I'm telling you, Doc, that there's a not.
They switch him and abuse.
Hold on, and I'm telling you, Doc, that there will be other games when somebody is supposedly on D'Angelo Russell and he has a great game. This thing why you think a man has a poor game because of who is marking him is overrated.
And it's mad to say that on the radio.
Overrated. When these NBA people tell you that it's a hit or miss league, what they are trying to tell you, Doc, some nights they go in, some nights they don't. That's what it means. Okay? When LeBron or Steph Curry or
wait, because I don't want to finish time on that. I want to go to something. I hear you say the coach will make a difference because
no, I never said that.
People don't play good the impact they give it.
No, I never said that the coach. No. What you say, Mr. The coach do?
Look, there are two things. Boston is a better team than the Miami. Everybody knows that. Better player, better team.
Yes.
Don't have the best. If you go as coach, sports is a much better coach. The thing with Boston is they play too much up and down. Today they are great.
But I agree with you, Doc. They play up and down, not because of who I mark who.
Miami play. No, man, I'm not going to say with you. The Miami Heat play the same way every time. What has happened to the Miami Heat?
Yes.
Is that how they used to score, the coach has made the adjustment. And the ease with which Butler used to score, they are making it difficult. The game has been sped up, it's fast.
Not a thing.
So the coach
Doc,
has to find out.
You said tonight? You said tomorrow night? Butler will come and drop 35.
The coach has to find a way to make it easier for Jimmy Butler.
So what if Jimmy Butler, you know, some good Leal and Miami drop 35 tomorrow night? That's a proof to us when I attack Bramble.
Let me say that again.
It is not what the man them do to stop Jimmy Butler from scoring, my boss.
The coach has to find a way to make it easier for Jimmy Butler.
No. So you are saying that the reason why Jimmy Butler had a fairly quiet game last night is because of the quality.
Two straight.
Two straight
nights. Is because of the quality of the individual assignment on him.
It's because of the changes that the adjustment has been made by Boston.
Boston was defending better as a team.
You know that say,
no, but under that me I say, I'm saying no individual assignment under that to stop the man.
So Doc, aren't you saying that the team Boston are defending Jimmy Butler better now over the last?
No, if for the team I say.
But that leave the matchup argument long time with you know.
Him leave
the matchup argument.
Oh, him leave the matchup argument. Yeah. But that I believe Boston are defending better for real as a team.
They have made an adjustment and the coach Boston must respond.
What you call? No. All Boston is doing, my boss, is hustling more, being a little bit more aggressive, being a little bit more busy.
This
thing with the one man.
No man, they're sending too quicker to him now. In the last 2 games, they were sending the second defender quicker. In the first 3 games, they was go and ask on the radio why they keep allowing Jimmy Butler to go 1-on-1 and get in the paint so easily. No, they're sending the second defender.
So which means that they are defending him better as a team.
Yeah, but that's what he's saying.
Doc, they are defending better as a team.
But that's the argument.
But me agree with you. Me agree with you.
You think you still argue about the matchup now?
Me agree with you.
No, we don't the matchup long time.
You never realized.
No, if you were telling me that Boston as a unit, me can look on when the game starts and look how the man them look defensively and tell you whether them in the game or not.
You can't poke a beer, man. Jimmy Butler sent out a post before game 4 with him confetti and him balloons and champagne. The man them, you wake up the beer.
So they are defending better generally, not no one man against no one man.
Again, you yes. Man I rub salt and you come out fighting. You know?
The team, Doc. Well, but you say you agree with me. Yeah, the team. Yeah, the team. Boston as a unit is defending better and shooting better. And Boston is shooting better, not because Miami is defending any less better. Adjustment. This coach make adjustment. The Boston man, them just come up more serious and just So are you saying that Miami defended is the reason why Boston did well? Hold on.
We may be all over the world, but we're still in this together. Feel, make it easy for you get your money. So if you have to get something from your brother or mommy, hey, it's a not Insta, it's a MoneyGram. Zoom, check your phone, your money land. VNBS money transfer. See it faster, easier. Sign up for VNBS direct bank account transfer today. No matter step out behind the line, straight in your account, money reach long time. VNBS money transfer.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute. It's sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, Edgechem, Any Bet, and Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill.
All right, Sports in a Minute. Lewis Hamilton says he has not been in talks with Ferrari, and he and Mercedes are close to agreeing a new contract to keep him at the team beyond the season. Hamilton's deal with the Silver Arrows runs out at the end of the season. He said he had a team working with Mercedes principal Toto Wolff on the new contract. This week, there have been reports that Ferrari had contacted Hamilton about him switching to the Italian team. That then, Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10. Call 876-929-9146 and in Maypen. Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Any Bet, your best bet, reminds you to bet responsibly. At Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill, celebrate good food, celebrate good vibes.
Spectrum Insurance Brokers pride themselves in being professionals in the field of insurance broking, claim settlement, and risk management services for over 35 years. We offer a wide range of insurance services, including motor, property, liability, accident, life, and international health for individuals and companies at competitive rates. Call 926-3572 or visit 7.5 Haining Road, Kingston 5, or shop number 3, James Plaza, Mandeville. Call 625-6804 or visit online spectrumjamaica.com. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standards.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number 1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Doc, here is my question for you. Are you saying the Boston game 5, which most of it, say Boston did go win? Are you saying that Boston won that game because the quality of the man-to-man defensive work was less significantly by Miami? Hello?
Yeah, man, I hear you.
I'm asking you, game 5, having won game 4, heading back to Boston, game 5.
Mm-hmm.
We all predicted. I didn't hear, well, maybe few people gave Miami too much of a billing for win game 5. Most always say Boston are going to win. And they did win. 4 people get 20.
Boston to win game 1, game 2, game 3.
No. So me I say no. The reason why Boston won game 5, how much of that is due to the fact that defensively the Miami Heat was man and man, 1-on-1, less effective.
The adjustments that were made by the coach.
What adjustments?
Plays Higgins basketball game run from play.
May I ask you what were the adjustments we make make Boston beat Miami?
The adjustments defensively.
Which is what, Doc? May I ask you which Doc, you're not being very specific today. No?
Positioning.
What that mean, Doc?
Who guard who, where the help is coming from.
At that make Boston man them beat up Miami?
But there are a number of things. So you want me to give you all adjustments. That's why they made the adjustment.
Oh,
so
they
one,
made the adjustment.
They were hungrier. The team made the adjustment.
Hey, you see the word adjustments is a very bossy words. But when you use because you hear people on the TV talk about it. But in a real life, that it's very overrated word. Oh, they made the adjustment. Boston man them just come out and more hungry. That's it.
You know, teacher, I'm not talking about the sport that I watch on TV.
Doc, may I say, but tell me what were the adjustments? But Doc, may I ask you to tell me what were these great adjustments that Boston made?
The help player got to Jimmy Butler quicker.
Oh, what about the
Therefore,
4? What about the 4 Boston man who scored 20 odd points?
What?
The 4 Boston man scored 20 odd points, probably for the first time this season. What caused that?
What do you mean what caused that?
Adjustments caused that.
If you are turning over the ball because you are pushed out of, if my defense push you out of position, I'm attacking you before your defense is set. Of course, I'm going to get open shot. Look at the number.
But Doc, that may ask you, Doc, you know, say, Doc, guess what I know, say, Doc, is either one of two things, you know? Is either the question that we ask too good, or you're not very good at explaining yourself? May I ask you, what if the 4 people who scored 20 plus points in Boston, was that a result of adjustments by Boston?
Adjustments made that allowed them to play quicker, got the Miami Heat team not to be able to set their defense. Look at the game and look how many open shots. Look how many open shots they got.
So Boston won the game because of them they made adjustments. Doc, you say adjustments in this context that Boston win because they make adjustments highly overrated.
It's overrated.
Yes. In this context, it is not just overrated, vastly overrated.
Yeah.
And you say if Miami come back tonight and win tomorrow night, it is not because of no whole heap of adjustments. It is because Miami would have come and they would have executed what they normally do. Now, I agree with you, as G-Star said, there's a 5%.
No, 5%.
How much percent you give?
G-Star make a trick him. G-Star make a trick.
Me trick G-Star.
Yeah, you trick G-Star. You know for them something there. You trick G-Star. You know for that. You know for that. You know for that. You trick G-Star.
Big G-Star, me trick.
You trick G-Star. You trick G-Star.
How much percent you give?
No, not try that with me. You trick G-Star. Not try that.
Me trick him. I apologize for tricking
Teacher, I am saying one last thing before I move.
Yeah.
Boston is a better team. My thing with them is they are too inconsistent.
I agree. And do you agree that that their inconsistency is more their doing than what the other team are adjust to?
Not necessarily. But their inconsistency many times is because of them. Many times.
How often is the inconsistency a result of Boston being Boston, or are the other team do things to make them inconsistent?
Friend, looking at Boston from last year, I can't say for a team like that, you know. Because Boston.
No, Doc, you know, and so may I ask you, you know, you're saying Boston is Boston is inconsistent.
If they turn up every game.
But Doc, you're making no. So here's my brilliant
turn
question.
Up and play how we know them to play every game.
Here's my brilliant question for you, Dr. Brown. Boston is inconsistent. They play great today, they play not so great tomorrow.
Yeah.
My very brilliant question to a man who was the former president of the association is whether or not that inconsistency has nothing to do with the opposition.
It does sometimes. Many times it does.
Many times.
But
then Doc, if it is the opposition.
Sometimes I in our sport.
Yeah.
Sometimes the players.
Doc, well, let me give you one piece of sporting advice.
It has to
let me give you one piece of
a combination of things.
Well, let me give you one piece of sporting advice. If the opposition has anything to do with me not performing well, you hardly can call it inconsistency.
Can I ask you a question?
If it is the
question before you go.
Yes, sir.
in the race, I don't remember which race, between Usain Bolt and Jacqueline when he was leading and he dipped early.
Yeah.
Did he lose the race because of the opposition? Because of Bolt?
Doc, you're talking about one race. And I could argue that yes, he probably. I could argue yes.
You believe that Justin?
I could argue that Bolt had some psychological.
Because of his own abilities, or because
No man, I could argue that Bolt being in the race made him lose him farm coming to the team. I could argue.
So it could be, and most likely in that. So sometimes it is on the player, and sometimes it is on the team that is playing them, and sometimes it is.
All right, I'll leave you with this, Doc. I'll leave you with this. 95% of the time, inconsistency is what
No, man, I don't accept that.
You're not all right. You think it's 40% of the time, the other team. All right. We're not going to agree on the numbers. Then again, you're not getting a number.
Apologize to G-Star. You know, for that.
Me trick G-Star. G-Star, I apologize to you, sir.
Trick the man on the radar. G-Star now can't face him fans.
Jesus Christ. All right, we could leave it there, sir.
All right, Doc. Cool. WhatsApp text messages now brought to you by BH Paints. Paint it, love it with BH Paints.
All right, we'll take one.
Text message. It's now time for text messages on the sports desk.
Addiction is a condition in which a person is unable to stop using a substance or engaging in a behavior. Craving, loss of control, compulsion to use, all of them. So this person was taking on the addiction argument. Orville, to be addicted to something means that the activity you are taking part in is taking over your regular life routines, and you are unable to control or stop this activity. Well, me still don't understand, because if me addicted to TV watching, me not hear nobody make that call me a TV addict, or certainly not with the same negative connotation, providing that I lead an otherwise, they call it fulfilling life. All right, good afternoon, CD here. I was just wondering, why is that every time an anti-doping story comes out, we have to almost be starting from scratch trying to understand what the rules really are? Well, I'm not starting from scratch. Well, unless we're talking about the case of what can I say to a drug tester when he wants to see me outside of my 1 hour window. So if that is what you're talking about, CD, different cases throw up different things. I'm in an airport leaving Jamaica, assuming that is not my 1 hour window. You must can tell us, brother, I got the airport, I can't bother with you right now. Or can I tell you that I don't got nigger on the beach? And it's a serious question. I'm obligated to give the drug testers 1 hour out of every 24 hours. Now, if you see me in person outside of that 24, I'm obligated to take the test. So if you catch me in the mall, in the restaurant, you catch me in a go-go club, and you don't go club, and you identify strip club, and you can say, come here, and I am under no, or I am obligated to give you a sample. However, if you call me outside of that 1 hour window, so I give you a 1 hour window, 5 to 6, and you call me and ask you, where are you now? If me obligated to tell you where am I right now? Me not think so. And if I do, that is rubbish. Me go let the pana ends, so me no want nobody knows me that ends. Okay? All right. Cases of club turning water into wine, winning the Champions League and playing every single match possible in a season, and winning 50% of the trophies available to him last season. Having one bad season doesn't take away from what he has done. All right, so we leave it at that. Big up to the text.
Yeah, BH Paints. Paint it, love it with BH Paints. All right. We go back online?
Yeah, man. Pioneer.
What are you doing, Virgin?
Yes, Pioneer is going to come and join Doc and G-Star to see if he can help them.
Hold on. No, I have a question for you.
Yes, man.
After every player,
yes,
and this is after every player, the teams engage in a film session. Some of these film sessions last up to 5, 6
years. I understand. Coaches have to earn them keep.
No. What are they trying to do?
I'm saying, coach.
Is that an exercise in wasting time?
No, man. Coaches have to do what coaches have to do.
Yeah, but why are they watching films so intently?
They are trying to make up that 5%.
What 5%?
The 5% of what individual matchups can do.
No, man, they're crazy, man. They watch it. You guess what? I don't want to see what the team did, what they did wrong, and to make adjustments.
And I'm. Why did Boston? So
are you saying that?
5%. 10% most.
No, man. You have players who take those game breakdowns. I often hear players say, in the night before them go bed, them they home or watch some film. So yes, this is an exercise in futility.
No, it's a 10% exercise.
No, but
Or
10%,
less.
something that's unimportant to spend so much time you spend.
Yeah, because as G Star pointed out to you, 10% can mean 6 points, and 6 points can win a basketball game.
Brother.
So
you to be rubbishing adjustments in our basketball.
I'm not rubbishing adjustments, man. Speak English.
Has no impact.
I never said that though. Why is it to misquote me all the while, my boss?
For something to be overrated and insignificant.
No. I never said it was insignificant either. Pioneer. You know what? You know what I do?
Yeah.
I spent 3 years studying words and what they mean exactly. You say if you're gonna take me on and have any chance,
you spend a week.
No, you say if you're gonna take me on and win the arguments, you have to say the words when me say.
Question for you.
Yes.
I like to take you into the one sport that seems to know a little bit.
Yes.
See?
Yes.
When a team studies the tendency of a batsman, for example, they notice.
Yeah, man, you study a one money and find that money I can't bat away swinger.
Yeah, man, but they study everybody. Them study everybody.
Them study the whole team. Yeah,
man. So how important do you think that is in a cricket scenario?
If you study the whole team?
Yeah, man, they study the man, them tendencies who
determine which team win the game.
No, to determine how to bowl to a
no, man, but my argument is which team is in determining who win a game, you know.
So do you think that how important a team in cricket?
How important is looking at tapes to determine which team beat which team? Lord Pioneer, let us cut to the chase.
No, but
how important is looking at tapes the day before a game or the week before a game?
It doesn't have to be the day before a game. I'm sure that
2-3 weeks before to determine who beat who.
India's coming to West Indies.
Lord, we could have looked on tape till we week in there go beat with my boss.
No, hold on, I'm just asking you a question. How much importance do you go on after the break?
All right, we're coming.
Give a little something. US $1 JD 150 every time you receive a remittance from Lasco Money Transfer to sponsor a social project selected by the Jamaica Social Stock Exchange. Say, I want to donate $1 to the cashier. Donations accepted at these locations: 38.5 Red Hills Road, Kingston 10, 15 Chandos Place, Poppin Square, Kingston 10, and Shop 203 Bayway Shopping Center, 3 St. James Street, Montego Bay.
It's finally here. Cavalier and Portman United meet in the grand finale of the Link Cup Friday night at 8 o'clock. And all roads lead to Sabina Park to witness the battle for the first trophy of the season. Come out in your numbers and watch the ending of this quest. Admission just $1,000. Plus, you get a chance to win $25,000 when you pay with Link to enter. And also, don't miss the third place playoff at 5 between Dunbeholden and Harbour View. This is it, the final Link Up for the Link Cup. Come out Friday night.
Want it, see a red stripe in another size, affordable price. Want it, see a red stripe tall boss, affordable price. When we touch the street, that is the crew I beat. Red stripe tall boss, $250 fee. Yes, see, red stripe tall boss. See a red stripe in another size for an even more affordable price. Want it for just $250 in your favorite community bar. 18 and older, drink and live responsibly.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Yes, man.
That's only sports. So I think that you know how to get it.
Yeah.
Understand what you're saying?
We talk about tips, watching.
No, hold on. No. All right. So let me take it from a different angle. See?
Yeah.
Every batsman have a weakness or weaknesses. Do you agree?
I believe certain batsmen are stronger in some areas. Some batsmen have no real weakness.
Some has more weakness.
For the sake of the argument, I don't think Brian Lara has no great weakness. But there are areas in which he's stronger.
All right, fine. All right. So, for example, some batsmen are susceptible to the ball that pitches in line and then.
All batsmen are susceptible to that.
All right. So I am saying to you, some batsmen are more susceptible to that.
And I'm saying all batsmen are susceptible. Are more the ball that's swinging.
If you are
every batsman have a problem with it.
All right, and someone who will go across a little more, and sometimes the margins are different.
Yes.
I'm saying to you, understand me. In a team that's going to face such a batsman,
Yes.
see, how important is it? See, because one part of it is study.
Pioneer, ask the question, man. Just ask the question. You don't have to grow.
And break it down as simple as possible. So the
How important is looking at tapes to work out with the batsmen?
Yes.
For determining who win the test match?
Yes.
5%.
I'm thinking you're wrong. Because I'm saying one part of that is watching the tape. The second part of it is executing. So don't not care how good a batsman is. Seeing if you watch and study his tendencies and find out his weaknesses. If the bowler is able to execute properly. The other part of that now is not just watching the tape. In watching the tape now you are gonna have to go on the floor and the field
and the pitch and execute.
So you are gonna have to now bowl the ball in the right places to get that serve and that swing.
Fine. It also, Pioneer, it sounds
that cannot be 5%.
It sounds nice in theory, Pioneer.
Cannot be 5%. And
I'm telling Pioneer, I'm saying what you're saying in theory sounds absolutely nice. If West Indies, hold on, if West Indies studies tapes of Indian batsmen for 4 years, when India, then guy India, they're going to lose this.
And you have to get the second part. If the bowlers bowl in the right area,
no,
don't think they'll have success.
Bowling in the right areas is now a function of how good you are.
Good. So
what determines the game is not the amount of tapes where you look on, Pioneer. It's how good you are as a team. All right, India don't have to look on no tape, none at all for beat West Indies.
You don't think you don't think they do?
They don't have to.
I said, don't you think they do?
No, I don't know what they do from what they don't do, Pioneer. Me, I say when West Indies go by India, when West Indies were the dominant force in cricket. When we had holding on Marshall and Ghana, we don't need to look on no tape at all, none at all when we play against nobody at all, my boss. And no tape make we beat them. We can play cricket.
Because that is modern day cricket. For example, if a man is susceptible to shot.
All right, let me help you, Pioneer. No, I'm going to help you if you understand cricket. Can you say you understand basketball? Yes,
I don't need your help. I don't need your help.
No, but I'm going to explain one thing to you. Yesterday, good bowler.
Can you allow me first?
No, but I'm going to explain why the tape watching thing is overrated. Yesterday, good bowler. Hold on, Pioneer.
Yeah.
When me run in and bowl the first, but if me never see your bat yet, yesterday, good bowler. If him never see your bat one ball in life before him run in and the first ball in pitch length to you. And him see you come forward and stroke it to the covers. The second ball will not be a length ball. He can assess what your strengths are in 5 minutes, big man.
No, that's not true.
Lord Jesus, me can do it. Me can look on a man back, and after 10 minutes, me tell you what his strengths are. What you tell me, second boss?
But not your weaknesses.
Me can know what your weakness there. All right, so me know say him strong on the cut, so him now get no more cut. So me pitch up on him drive, him now get no more drive. By the second over, me pitch leg or him can't and drive. That is my tape, my boss. So no overrate this tape thing. By this NBA something too much.
First,
what do you, man?
The man in cricket who are sitting down.
The tape is 10%, Pioneer. That's what I'm prepared to give it 10%, you know. So we are going to study Sachin Tendulkar and study this. Big man, when they guy in there, you're lose. You think a tape in the Australian and watch when they guy in there?
It is what? No, listen what I'm saying. It is part of watching, but execution is the next part of the thing. You understand me? So people in basketball, because the margins are so small in basketball, the talent level is so close in these games and in amongst these teams. There's great parity. There are 500 people who play in the NBA, 500 or whatever.
Yeah.
And the talent between some of these people are very close.
Yes.
It's harder to get an advantage when you're going to play a team.
All right, fine.
You want to study.
That sounds good. But here's my question.
When a team,
no, man, but more you answer the hard questions, you know. I say you're going to prove your level to me, you know.
Before I get to the question.
No, man, but you're doing the easy thing, man. You thought, oh, basketball is close. If you think you're brilliant, well, then we have two more callers.
Teacher, this is not only about you. This is about
you. Oh, the people want to learn from you. Okay.
Yes,
right,
teach them. Argument mode. Me in the mode to teach the person.
Oh, so me I try to teach.
No, you're
then when you come, just say when you come, just talk to the public, no man, because you're not trying to teach.
The people who are here are listening right now are in the mode and in the vein to learn.
From you, why me have one man in the phone will say you won't get to your point by 7:30. One man does send come tell.
That's for them business. So,
Pioneer, me not learn from you, boss, because you can't answer the difficult questions.
What is the difficult question?
Boston Celtics scored, beat up Miami in a game 5. 4 people scoring 20 points or more. How much of that was a function of the Miami not adjusting well to what? Or was Boston adjusting to what?
Boston made some adjustment. And as Mr.
How much of the reason why Boston beat Miami was Boston making adjustments last night?
I probably said 25.
Lord Jesus.
Last night, because people like Derek White who were under pressure for the entire series.
And if Miami beat them tonight, is Miami making 25% adjustment again?
Listen, adjustment that you make, a piece of adjustment that you make is the kind of quality shot that you get. All right, if you get a team, when you
25% Boston adjustment, not a God thing goes some of us.
Last game, in another game it might be less, in another game it might be more.
And if
based on me,
I
think in my estimation,
25%
is what I would give to the adjustment. But guess what happened? Those 4 persons who the ball moved more effectively last night. Hence, they got easier shots.
All right,
try to squeeze.
But you're not convinced me with both 25% adjustment. And if Miami win tonight, tomorrow night, I'd have 20% adjustment. That's a God thing. Some nights the shots them go down, some nights
when I come here, I'm sure others do, we could come here to say something so that the public who are interested in learning. So,
all right. So when you come, you know, not going to learn, my boss.
Big up yourself.
Big up.
All right.
Zidane, man.
Yeah, man.
Who we have closed us out now? Hello.
Why, greetings, the gentlemen.
Preacher, my boss.
Yeah, we love it still. We love it. Here we go. You said the 2 games where Boston win, they held Miami under 100 points.
Yeah.
You said the 3 games where them lose, Miami scored above 100 points, an average of about 117 or 118 points per game over the 3 games where they beat them.
Yeah.
So the key for the series so far for Boston is what they do on the defensive end. Their ability defensively to limit Miami from getting over 100, and also how well they do from the 3-point line. In Game 5, Boston won the 3-point contest, scoring 16 of 39 from 3, compared to Miami's 9 of 23 from 3. In Game 4, Boston won the 3-point line, scoring 18 of 45 from 3, compared to Miami's 8 of 32 from 3. In the 3 previous games that Miami won the 3-point.
And you attribute that to what?
There are several things that contribute to that. Sometimes the people just making the shots that they were missing previously. Because a lot of the shots that Boston was missing was shots that were open shots. It wasn't like they were shots that they were contested.
I suggest to you, preacher, that more of the reasons why team lose basketball can be captured in that one sentence. They're just missing the shots that they would normally make. That is 90% of why teams win or lose.
No,
and that's why they call it a hit or mislead.
Here's the problem where you're getting into.
Yeah.
You're trying to always minimize things to a percentage, which is the exact figure.
But when a man say quarter of the reason why Boston win is because the man them getting matchups. Right, you know, so that too much preacher, man.
That's a pioneer opinion.
And what you think? What you think? Cause him rate you, but him not rate me, you know. You believe 25% of the reason why Boston beat Miami was they made better adjustment.
No, but me just give you some other.
No, me ask you because I want to know if I'm.
One is.
Do you agree that?
No. Let me answer the question my way. One is it is obvious that Boston has been playing much harder and try to play a little bit more fast as well.
I agree.
When you look at the fast break point,
but that is not adjustment. You know.
No, part of it is an adjustment. Part of it is attitudinal, right?
So how much of it is who did I mark who? What may I ask you?
No, all right. The who marking who individually, one-on-one.
Yeah.
In this series with these 2 teams, I want to give it more than 10%.
They don't want to quarrel with me.
But me not argue your argument.
In this series is not more than 10%.
Right.
So me get you as a basketball guru for say 10%.
No,
or not more than 10. Me get G-Star for say 5%. They want to quarrel with me.
Watch the games, Orville. I have to watch the games to analyze each game.
Okay.
When you watch this series, it is obvious that player for player, Boston might have the better players. However, it is obvious that schematically, Miami was getting certain things right. In the last 2 games that Boston has won, it is clear that Jimmy Butler has been limited because of what they have been doing.
You know what? No, preacher, you know what is very interesting? Every single solitary time he listen to the man them after the game. You ask the man them, what do you have to do, or what? The coach them very really said, I'm going to have to put this man on this man.
No, Orville, my past a man thing there already. Why you keep going back to that?
Because that has been my argument.
But
the coach them say, boy, we have to do this better, we have to cross the rim better, we have to get more stops, them something.
Adjustments don't just come down to that. Adjustments could mean who starts in your lineup. In the case of Boston, for example, giving Williams III more minutes has helped them defensively. It has helped their team from a defensive standpoint.
Right.
Al Horford doesn't give them the same kind of defensive presence that Williams III gives them. It's two big men, but with two different kind of skill sets.
Doc,
so
why do I keep calling you Doc? If you are telling me that there are different tactical ways to play, I'll buy that. Don't tell me about no man-to-man, nothing.
No,
and that make up 25%.
Man-to-man argument, man. Man-to-man, that wrong.
Man-to-man.
We are dealing.
Tell him what the man must tell me in a preacher. That boy, the team, them have a different strategy as a team. Or different strategy, tactical as a team.
Right, they're different tactical.
I don't know any man them tell me. Don't come tell me say that man they figure out that man and a man run us and the other man run us and that determine the game.
Because invariably what is happening is the zone defense that the man has been playing.
Preacher.
That was giving Boston problems, not man-to-man marking.
Here's what I'm rate with you. You are better able at explaining complex points more than 9% of the man we are trying to teach me. And that the man, but because you prepared to give me a little and the man don't want to give me no credit for me, I say, I know what me I say make more sense than what they must say. But we continue this Monday. All right. We have to leave it there, some people. Enjoy the weekend, whatever you do. Come back in one piece. Big up to Zidane, who's just slipped out. Big up to Oscar Hoyt for being on the other side of the glass. Enjoy yourself for the weekend. Come back in one piece. And we'll come back on Monday afternoon with what is undoubtedly the most mentally and intellectually stimulating sports show that we have ever had in our history. We're coming back on Monday.
That's the Sports Desk for today. Remember to tune in and participate on the Sports Desk Mondays through to Fridays, 1 to 4 p.m.
Get running and stay fit with the latest brands and styles at Western Sports. What's your fitness goal? Running, walking, or hiking? Check out our new arrivals of Adidas, Nike, Asics, and Saucony. Our brands are specially suited for you. Toe-to-heel cushioning to reduce abrasions, low impact, breathability, durability, and cost. Whatever your fitness goal is, Western Sports has the shoe just for you. Western Sports, Kingston, Oteris, and Montego Bay. Western Sports, the sports people.
The hour between 3 and 4 p.m. on Fridays was sponsored by Western Sports, the sports people, with locations in Kingston, Ocho Rios, and Montego Bay.
Health Alert is sponsored by Bashco, the store that gives you more, and the National Health Fund. NHF